Hello, everyone. Welcome in. If you are new here, my name is Kenny. I am a professional psychic medium, tarot reader, singer, songwriter, professional witch, and practitioner. And today I am in my tarot bag. We are going to be doing a pick a card reading, okay, in regards to who is currently sending you love. This does not have to be just like romantic or anything, but whoever it is that is sending you love, okay? Before we get any deeper, if you're watching this in the playback on YouTube, thank you for hitting that thumbs up. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Thank you for hitting that notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I post new readings like this one. And thank y'all for following me over on TikTok at Tarot T with Kenny. And if you're here on TikTok, thank y'all so much for tapping the screen. I really, really appreciate it. It really helps with the energetic exchange and shows other people this live and this reading, okay? And also go ahead and check me out over at Tarot T with Kenny on YouTube because that's where these readings are uploaded. Okay, so I have 3 piles here. Okay, so you can take some deep breaths, think about it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Ask yourself, like, who is currently sending me love? All right, and then go ahead and pick a group. We have group 1, which is the empty room. Okay, we have group 2, which is the womb in reverse, and then we have group 3, which is the hunter in reverse. Okay, so in just a second here, I'm going to go ahead and get started with group 1. All right, and I will see y'all there. If you are watching this live, let me know if y'all are interested in getting personal readings. We will discuss that more towards the end. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay. Hello, group 1. Welcome in, okay? So if you are here, it's because you chose the empty room, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Thank y'all for hitting that thumbs up. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I post new readings like this one, okay? And also thank y'all for tapping the screen for those who are watching live. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jay. Hi, Kels. Welcome in. So group 1, who is sending y'all love, okay? I got the empty room. Okay, and if I'm just channeling off of this top card, okay, this definitely gives me Big White Room by Jessie J. I was channeling that song recently. I'm not sure what sign Jessie J is, but Jessie J could definitely be significant. Okay, the letter J could be significant for group 1. Okay, hello J, as you are also in here. So yeah, I definitely feel like in terms of like who is sending y'all love, I definitely feel as though like this could have to do with the astrology of right now. Okay, it's gonna have to do with what's going on in the sky. This is timeless, but take whatever is going on in the astrology very significantly. Okay, especially if someone here has like Leo energy, okay, or Sagittarius energy. The moon is currently in Sagittarius and it's currently Leo season. Okay, so yeah, and Jupiter is in Leo. It's Thursday. It's the whole thing. Hello, hello. Also, the name Emma could be significant. The TV show H2O could be significant as well in terms of who's sending you love. Someone could also be Australian, okay? Mermaids and sirens could be significant as well. But when it comes down to the empty room, it also gives me 4 Pink Walls by Alessia Cara, who is a Cancer, okay? This could definitely be somebody who is like, I'm hearing searching for answers, okay? Let me go ahead and get a little deeper in terms of the empty room. Okay, so also the name Naz could be significant, and Maz, okay? It gives me Mazikeen. I know that's a biblical name of some type, okay? But like it has to do with like something demonesque, I'm not sure, okay? But I definitely feel as though there was a lot of like empty space, free space, okay, going on in regards to like you and this person, okay? So this is number 42. Okay, so someone could be 42. Okay, April 2nd could be significant. What is that? Aries energy. Okay, someone could also be an Aries here. Is that 147? Let me see what's going on. Y'all also may have messages in group 2, okay, if you were feeling called towards group 2, but for y'all group 1, okay? So when it comes down to the empty room, okay, the vortex, the abyss, the nothing, okay, the empty room haunts us all. It is the universal and all too frequent feeling of lack, okay, of wanting, of the craving to fill ourselves with something, anything, okay? So whoever this is, I definitely feel as though somebody could definitely be kind of like haunted by you. This person sending you love, you no longer communicate with this person, okay? I'm literally hearing Big White Room by Jessie J. Okay. Also, voting could be very, very significant. The name Valencia could be significant. All right. Also, not Drumline. Well, Drumline could be significant, the movie, but what am I thinking of? Stomp the yard. Stomp the yard could be very, very significant. Okay. Someone could also be in the Divine Nine. Okay. But when it comes down to it, the vortex, the abyss, the nothing. So it could be in fraternity or sorority. Okay. Outside of the Divine Nine as well. But when it comes down to it, this person sending you love, the vortex, the abyss, the nothing. I just feel like there was like a lot of like foolishness that went on in regards to this. Okay. This person could literally feel like they're like losing it in a little bit, in a way. Okay. But when it comes, or just like, there's just a lot that happened. Anyway, the empty room haunts us all. It is the universal and all too frequent feeling of lack, of wanting, okay? Of the craving to fill ourselves with something, anything. This person got their own shit going on outside of you is what this feels like. We too often attempt to remedy the discomfort of the empty room by any means necessary, leading us to a culture of more. Yeah, this might be somebody who is like a void, okay? Somebody's like a black hole, all right? And like, they just like, they need more everything, more attention, more energy from other people, whatever the case may be. Ironically, the empty room is filled to the brim with potential, yet we perceive it as not enough. This person also feels like they're not enough for you, okay? This could be friendship, this could be otherwise, okay? This card is a cry for patience, for sitting within the barren walls of not knowing. Yeah, I feel like you don't communicate with this person anymore. For awaiting true vision and purpose before attaching to what should do next, to what we should do next to save our outward appearance. Be with the nothingness, be with the impatience. The empty room has immense power. Let others wonder what you're doing. If you can settle in to the magic of emptiness, you will soon hear its whispers of wisdom. Okay, it says spaciousness, potential, and possibility. I definitely feel as though somebody definitely be trying to get inside of like your head, get inside your mind, like try to figure out what you're thinking. Someone could be 43. Okay, that's also significant. 33. Okay, Aries energy is definitely very, very significant here. But somebody who's sending you love, I definitely just feel as though they have kind of like boxed up thinking, okay, as well in comparison to you possibly. All right. Yeah. When it comes down to is spaciousness, potential, and possibility. Spaciousness, potential, and possibility. Let me see if I can find the rest of my astro dice so we can find some more out in regards to this individual. Unless my astro dice are just gone and it's just planetary dice up here, then we'll take that too. Okay, y'all. If I can't find it, that's for a reason. So we'll just take the planetary one. So when it comes down to, what is that? Neptune, okay? Pisces energy could be significant, and Neptune is currently in Aries, okay? So once again, that Aries energy is super, super strong here, okay? Aries energy is very, very strong in regards to this person, okay? And also Pisces energy, all right? So let's go ahead and see more information. Okay, 7 of Cups in reverse, entertainment, and then we have fame spells. Okay, so in terms of who is sending you love, fame and entertainment coming out together, you could definitely be somebody who is like famous, okay, or somebody who has like a lot of, you have like a lot of attention and energy like towards you, okay? Like people send you a lot. You might be somebody people perceive as like very dreamy. You could definitely be very psychically inclined as well, okay? And in regards to who this person is, I definitely feel like somebody feels in like some sort of like psychic trance, some sort of strange hold, okay, that they feel like you have over them, which is why they're in this like empty room, but it's all, you know, starry and like, ethereal, you know what I'm saying, esoteric and shit. All right, so I definitely feel also the name Erica could be significant as well. Okay, so when it comes down to who is sending you love, I definitely feel as though this person could be dreaming about you as well with this empty room. Okay, I keep hearing Jessie J saying, I'm going crazy, I'm losing my mind. Someone could smoke. Okay, it's 4:20 on the clock. Okay, and April 20th, that's when we get into Taurus season, but April is very, very significant. Something going to happen in April. The name April could be significant. Okay, but with this fame spell and this entertainment, I definitely feel as though somebody could be like, let's see, Sports Illustrated could be very, very significant. Okay, rebranding could be significant. Brand deals. There's something about somebody could possibly be like trying to be famous, trying to be like well known, whatever the case may be. And I definitely feel like this person sending you love is like, I don't know how else to explain it, y'all, but like somebody is also like, they just got you in their mind a lot, okay? It kind of feels fan-like, Okay, is this like fan behavior? Kinda. This person's kind of fanned out, even if they did know you at some point in time. Do they know this person personally? Y'all don't really know this person anymore, okay? Or for some of y'all, these are like people that you don't really know. You could literally be somebody who's famous, okay, like I said, or like you could have people who have like parasocial relationships with you, even if you're not famous. People could definitely feel like they know you because like your social media presence or because other people know you, whatever the case may be. Whoever this person is, it's like sending you love. You don't consider this person an option. Okay, maybe you consider this person to like fun, you know what I'm saying, or like someone to have like fun with, but you don't necessarily consider this person as a real option. Okay, agate could be significant. Black agate could be very, very significant for somebody here. And my candle just reacted to that. Okay, so I definitely feel as though this could definitely be a call for y'all to increase like more protection. Okay, especially for somebody who's trying to be famous or somebody who's trying to be well known in something. Okay, or well known for something. There's something about protecting yourself from the type of people, like from people who like could be codependent or folks that just hyperfixate on you. All right, so when it comes down to the Seven of Cups, a red robed nun offers a sheet on which 7 cups appear. Okay, in the cups are a boy's face, a man wrapped in a white sheet, a snake, a building, rich jewels, a victory wreath. Okay, also it says Kroger 2018 and 2026. Between 2018 and 2026 could have been significant. That just came up on my Google thing. All right, Kroger could be significant as well. A building, rich jewels, a victory wreath, and a dragon. Someone can have a dragon tattoo or a tattoo of any of those things. Snakes, okay, jewels, okay, stones. I can have somebody's face on you, okay, especially like a boy, if this is like your kid or like your family member. Okay, 6 angels look up at the offerings. Okay, so when I'm looking at this, rich jewels and snake are definitely popping out to me. Okay, so who is sending you love? This is like people with kind of like shiny thing syndrome. It's kind of like when you look up at the sky. Look, fame spells, entertainment, and these are stars. Like somebody's looking. These are people who could be looking at you through a screen. These could be people who do not know you like that. Okay, so some people that you kind of only have a relationship with on like social media, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. Even if you've met these people once before, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like people have like a weird connection, a weird like dreamy, like delirious, delusional type of relationship with you. So I think that you receive love from people that you don't really like know are sending you love like that. Okay. So also if you're somebody who has been casting fame spells, they're working, but increase your protection. Okay. For some of y'all, this could be something that you're feeling called towards. Okay. But 7 of Cups in reverse, okay, optimism and wanting to believe the best may confuse an important issue. All right, optimism and wanting to believe the best may confuse an important issue. Take care to consider all possible scenarios, including the worst. It may never happen, but by preparing for it, the worst case becomes less likely to occur. Hi, good afternoon, Jules. Also, I just said the word jewels. So the name Jules could be significant, which also gives me euphoria, okay? Actual jewels and stones could be significant, okay? I definitely feel as though these people are sending you love. They like the way that you look, okay? Like you're a shiny thing, okay? Is what this gives, okay? And also these are people who are very optimistic, maybe like toxically optimistic, or people who are like manifesting, like wanting to meet you or be around you, okay? These are people who like want to believe that you still fuck with them, okay? Or like want to believe that you like will give them a shot, or like you would want to be their friend, you would want to date them again, whatever the case may be. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jasmine. I definitely feel as though like this person kind of sees you as like the sun a little bit. Like this is like a hyper, the sun is also a star. Okay. So this person definitely feels like you are very hyper, like, I don't know, like this person's hyper focused on you, or these people are hyper focused on you. It could be multiple people, to be quite honest with you. Okay. And it's likely that it's multiple people. Okay. A lot of this does have to do with attraction, okay? These people being attracted towards you, okay? Especially online, or like I said, even people who maybe like you're seeing them on campus or whatever, but people do not know you except for through like social media. Like it's just one of those things, okay? Or through other people, okay? Even through word of mouth, all right? But yeah, I definitely feel like this person is like, these people are hyper optimistic and like they don't really see you clearly, okay? Take care to consider all possible scenarios, including the worst. It's like these people could be afraid of rejection, all right? People who are sending you love, of these people for group 1, folks are afraid of being rejected by you, okay? Because like they see you as big shit. All right. People feel like it may never happen. Like they want to shoot their shot. They want to DM. They want to ask you to invite you to their stuff, whatever the case may be. But these people prepare for the worst case scenario in regards to like you and like what could happen. I just feel like that's strange. The 7 of Cups is also like a wake up call. Okay. So this also could possibly do with delusion. Oh, look, delusion is significant here. Okay. But definitely like wake up call vibes in terms of like who is sending you love. These are people who are not necessarily seeing you the most like clearly. They're definitely thinking about you at night or looking at your stuff like at night, especially on social media, if you have a platform, if you are an entertainer in any type of way, if you are famous, all right? And when it comes down to that entertainment, like people have there's this like a dreaminess, an attraction that's coming towards you, okay? Something about the way that you look, okay? Could also be have to do with your own magic, okay? Some of y'all are doing fame work, and definitely just, like I said, increase your protection. But it's working, okay? It is working, okay? So yeah, this is not necessarily romantic. It's not necessarily sexual. It's just like attraction. Like people are like, ooh, like moth to flame, shiny thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how else to explain that. So let me go ahead and see when it comes down to, child, where is that page? Oh, okay. So when it comes down to entertainment, y'all, okay? In regards to, actually we'll put this down. In regards to group 1, okay, and who is sending y'all love, this is the patron card of performers, professional and amateur musicians, actors, and those who make their world a stage and their stage a world of entertainment. For some of y'all, the person sending you love could be somebody famous, okay? This could be someone that maybe you don't have too much access to normally, but somebody famous could be sending you love. Take that if it resonates. Might be somebody who's a DM warrior. I hear that, okay? Or somebody who has some type of like notoriety in some type of way. For others of y'all are the famous person here. But yeah, when it comes down to it, these people who are sending you love, they could definitely be musicians. People could be performers, actors, people in like the musical world, the entertainment business are definitely watching you, especially if you're in that business, okay? But yeah, they're sending you love. Entertainment is validation for a loved one who was the life of the party, cracking jokes and effortlessly commanding an audience wherever they went, okay? Or the times they brought their guitar to the campfire. So you could have been bonfiring with certain people, okay? It's the experience of driving down a dark road thinking about a loved one and suddenly their song comes on the radio. Take this extra if you are an entertainer, if you make music, okay, or if these people do. But people are definitely thinking about you at night, okay? People are like listening to the stuff that you create, whatever the case may be. This card could be reminding you of the therapeutic power of amusement and a lighter, happier approach rather than taking everything so seriously. Didn't they say that? Like, this is the idea of people not taking people seriously. People do not think that you would give them a chance. So people be like, hey, it's a party, okay? Team Wolf could be significant, particularly the coach, okay? Also, like lacrosse could be significant. Coaches, okay, especially like high school teams. Someone could coach a high school team, okay, or whatever the case may be. But I definitely feel as though there's somebody who feels like you big money now. Oh Lord, okay. So yeah, it's could be someone who now coaches the high school, or somebody that you knew back when y'all were like playing on the same team or something like that. I don't know. Okay, this card could be reminding you of the therapeutic power of amusement and a life. Somebody could be watching you as therapy. Okay, like this person sending you love, or these people sending you love, like they feel some kind of way. Like whenever this is multiple people. This is multiple people. Okay, sending you a similar type of slightly lusty love. Okay, but also just like ooh. All right. So yeah. Definitely giving, some of y'all got some monitoring spirits going on, okay? So increase your protection. The name Theo is significant, okay? The beloved dead of entertainment insists on letting the Jimmy Dorsey Orchestra perform the rest of this message. Are you having any fun? What you getting out of living? You better have some fun. You ain't gonna live forever. Yeah, this is the idea. This is how people communicate with you. Hi, loyalty. This is how people are communicating with y'all, group 1. In terms of like who is sending you love, these are people who are trying to like, this feels kind of fucking weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you having any fun? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you ain't gonna live forever. It's like people trying to convince you to give them a chance. Okay, group 1. This is people trying to convince you to give them some type of a chance. Okay. I don't necessarily like that, all right? Folks are trying to convince you that they're like the one for you. Okay, I'm also hearing, he could be the one. He could be the one. He could be the one. Okay, Hannah Montana could be very, very significant. Sagittarius energy again. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card of advice for this group before I move forward, okay? I kind of want to do this. We'll do the Citadel, okay? He's got something special. I'm fucking crying, Jules. Absolutely. That's how people feel about you. Some people feel like you could be the one. Okay. And mind you, Hannah Montana was a celebrity. All right. And people could feel like you could be the one. They don't really know stuff about you. Okay. They're not really seeing what the fuck is like going on. Okay. Thank God for tapping the screen. They don't really know. Well, this empty room, there's nothing in it. They can only, this is people visualizing. Okay. These are people thinking about you when they're in the room late at night. Okay. Especially if your birthday just passed. Okay. Or it's coming up. These are people trying to like, you know, what advice do you have for group 1? Okay. Come on, Hannah Montana. Hi, Trey. You are the visuals. Indeed. Okay. So let's see what's going on. Orange calcite could also be significant. Cats could be significant, particularly orange cats. Okay, so when it comes down to it, okay, y'all's advice in regards to the people who are sending you like love, okay, the wise one, hold it down. You know better. Okay, let me take my water on that one. Hold on. Group 1. In terms of these people, these multiple people, to where you do not know all these people. Some of these people is just really just like parasocially connecting to you. And not just to throw the word parasocial around, since that's what folks be using recently, but people really do feel like they know you deeper than they do because of how you post, or maybe like the story they've made up in their own heads, or maybe how you are on stage or in your art, your craft, okay? What they've heard about you. It's just one of those, okay? So your advice is to be the wise one. Spirit is watching over you, okay? You're getting lots of divine downloads and shit like that about the people that you shouldn't necessarily be around, okay? Hold it down. P.O.P. Hold it down, okay? I definitely feel as though this could really also have to do tradition and order. This could have to do with somebody who like you possibly like set a boundary with prior. Okay, you could have blocked somebody or blocked multiple of these people, to be quite honest. Okay, and I still think that they definitely be trying to like look for you. Okay. Excuse me. The name Wayne could be significant, which also gives me Lil Wayne. Okay, that could be someone's favorite artist. Had to block her girl 3 times as of today. I'm crying. Ooh. Then I just got a random spam phone call. Okay. So yeah, this could be people who are like trying to spam you in some type of way, but having dreams about her weird ass. I'm crying. Okay. People could be spam calling you, or there's just something strange there. Okay. But when it comes down to it, it says a fire. Okay. Tradition and order, number 1. All right. So a fire burns in the hearth. Okay. A rusted fox. Foxes could be significant. Okay. Teen wolf could be significant. All right. Also, look up the story of like Kitsune, okay? Yeah. And like Asian foxes and like the mythology behind them. A fire burns in the hearth, a rusted fox slumbering before its warmth. Peace hangs over the room like a blanket, and by the window, the wise one consults a book and crushes a handful of leaves into a bowl, okay? This is also the idea of maintaining your craft. Candace is going to be first up on the list, okay? If anybody's interested in getting a personal reading done at the end of live, y'all be second on the list after Candace. Full readings are 20 and eclipse readings are 12. Hi, honey. Let's see. Okay. So I got you, Candace. So yeah, when it comes down to y'all and y'all's advice, like this is about y'all getting deeper into your craft. Okay. Get deeper into your craft to protect you from the foolishness. So maintain your traditions, your cultural traditions. Okay. Extra confirmation on that. All right. And really getting into a schedule. All right. I just got a notification, which is why I said confirmation, but, really getting into your schedule. Okay. It says a desert mystery. Okay. There could also be a need for you to change the water. Okay. On your altars, or like start working more with water could be significant as well. But when it comes down to it, though, also drinking more water, okay? Though others may be wilder and more experimental, the wise one acts on the knowledge learned from their predecessors. They know the way things have always been done, okay? So get into your ancestral practices or your own cultural practices, whatever that looks like for you and your family. Some people, this is prayer, you know what I'm saying? Some people, this is other, you know what I'm saying? For some of y'all, it's hoodoo. For some of y'all, it is, voodoo. For some of y'all, which is a close practice, okay? So it's hoodoo, okay? But this could be different. This could be Ifa, okay? Also a close practice, okay? But this could be many, many things, whatever the case may be. But this is the idea of getting down into your protection, maintaining a schedule, maintaining an order, because you got that. You have the clout. Even if you didn't ask for the clout, which I feel like some of y'all did, even if you didn't ask for the clout, you have the clout, okay? You are very spiritually attractive to people, like a light. Organization and rhythm rule the day, group 1. It's time to suppress that creative streak, okay? Because y'all are very creative. Y'all could be creative, entertainers, whatever the case may be. It's time to suppress that creative streak and accept pre-established convention. Y'all may have got a little wild recently. Maybe you're not going to bed on time. Maybe you're missing your alarm on the morning and pressing snooze. Maybe you're waking up tired because you was watching that shit all last night. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're hungry during the day because you're not eating at the right time. You keep forgetting breakfast. You keep forgetting lunch. Suddenly you're eating girl dinner. You know what I'm saying? Not get out my business, Kenny, while you calling me out. Cause this is me too. You're eating peanuts and cheese for dinner. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just making yourself more easily susceptible to the energy of others. You know what I mean? Like I said, these people are trying to convince you to deal with them. All right, because like they're looking for a crack in the shell. Okay, they're looking for a little crack in the room. Y'all could be seeing ants. Okay, ants and critter crawlers could be significant. Ants, roaches, spiders. Okay, a smoothie after the gym and be like, all right, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Look, y'all got to eat. Smoothies could be significant. I had a blueberry ginger smoothie this morning. Okay, so blueberry ginger smoothies could be significant. Peanut butter could be significant. Peanut butter toast and sandwiches. Okay, so when it comes down to it, y'all, you are an enigma to people. You are very mysterious. 333 could be significant. Okay, you are very, very mysterious. People be want to know what the fuck's going on. It was good. Okay, not peanut butter smoothie, you know what I'm saying, but peanut butter and toast, you know what I'm saying. I did have a nice little blueberry ginger smoothie, then a little bit of peanut butter on toast. But what y'all eat for breakfast? Anyway, take the time to study those who have gone before you, Group 1. There is plenty to be learned from previous attempts, okay? The greatest knowledge is derived from the experiences of those who have done this before. So definitely it could be like something in your bloodline, okay? People have been through like a whole bunch of like, people have had a lot of attention, okay, like in your family, or somebody has had a lot of attention in your bloodline before, okay? And I definitely think that there is a need for some of y'all to get deeper into, you know, ancestral work. All right, and for others, y'all, this is the idea of just like getting back into your sense of prayer or whatever the case may be, okay? But that is indeed what I have. That's indeed what I have for Group 1. Okay, thank you so much, Group 1. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I post new readings like this one, okay? And if you're here watching live, thank y'all for tapping in the screen. I really appreciate you. It really, really helps me out, okay? And if anybody's interested in getting personal readings done at the end of live, okay, my list is open. There's currently one person on the list. Full readings are 20 and an eclipse reading is 12. So we are about to go ahead and get into the second group. Hello, Group 2. Welcome in. Okay, if you are here, it's because you chose the womb in reverse. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Thank you for hitting notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I post new readings like this one. Some of y'all could be adventurers, okay? Some of y'all could have just came from like a trip, okay? And adventure, the name Tay is significant. Hi, Zoe. You came in just in time at the very beginning of Group 2. The name Zoe could be significant, which also gives me Zoe from the Proud family. Okay, someone could be redheaded. That could be significant as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what is going on. Cats are significant here. Y'all may have some messages in Group 1. When it comes down, also bumblebees, the color orange, bumblebee jasper, which is right here. Kuromi from Hello Kitty could be significant. Hello Kitty in general could be significant, okay? Songbooks could be significant. And journals, sunflowers, maple syrup or fresh maple syrup, okay, or like real maple syrup, all right, and crescent moons, okay? So, Group 2. Thank you for tapping the screen. When it comes down to the womb in reverse and what I'm getting here, okay, I definitely feel as though in terms of who's sending you love, this could literally have to do with like your own like child, okay, or like a parent, okay, a mom. Man, that's why red hair runs in my family. LMAO, we not palm colored though. Samoan, period. Come on, red hair. Someone could be Pacific Islander, okay, take that as well. So let's see what's going on with the womb, okay, y'all. So yeah, when it comes down to who's sending you love, this could definitely have to do with like a mother figure. For some of y'all, this is a child of yours, okay? Yeah. I feel like a lot of y'all, this is like your own kid, okay? I also feel like your womb itself could be sending you love, okay? You could definitely be going through some like womb healing. Okay, that could definitely be a thing. This could be the number 46 is significant, April 6th, okay? Also gives me April Fool's, which is not that day, but it just gave me that, okay? So I definitely feel as though some of y'all, in terms of like who is sending you love, this could definitely have to do with like your actual womb space, or for others, y'all, this is a child, okay? That you have literally had, okay? But when it comes down to it, we have the nest, the belly, and the origin, okay? I definitely think that womb healing is very, very significant here for y'all. If y'all have been feeling called towards going to the gynecologist, okay? getting going to the OBGYN in general, okay, getting your well woman exam or getting a physical, getting a checkup in some type of way is very, very significant here. Okay, some of y'all have definitely been casting, okay, or praying in regards to like your womb health. For some of y'all, this is like fertility. For some of y'all, this is like for like heavy cycles, heavy periods, okay, things of that nature, or just some sort of like trigger warnings. It could also have to do with like womb-based trauma, okay, that y'all may have going on, okay. Sexual trauma could be significant here as well, okay, at any age. But I definitely think that in terms of who is sending you love, this has to do with like self-healing. This has to do with like your body trying to send you messages is what this is giving me. Okay, so the nest, the belly, and the origin, everything has an origin story. The womb archetype asks us to contemplate the beginning beyond the beginning. Okay, this card is a call to keep things simple, to return, to be reborn in the name of love. The womb is everywhere. It is beyond gender, beyond time. We are within it as it is within us. For some of y'all, in terms of who's sending you love, this could definitely have to do with like your divine feminine, like as a whole, no matter what your gender is. Okay, the idea of like nurturing, I definitely feel as though some of y'all, trigger warning, honeys, okay, it's gonna literally have to do with like some sort of like trauma that you are currently like dealing with or have not, been able to, address all the way. Yeah, there's something that like you're still like holding on to, which I understand, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you had issues with like your own mom. Okay, some of y'all could have mother wounds, mommy issues. Okay, issues with the womb that carried you. Maybe there was some complications when it was time for you to be like giving birth, you know what I'm saying? Like you're here, you know what I'm saying? Period. We love to see it. But yeah, there definitely could have been some sort of like heaviness surrounding like your mom's birth story about you, you know what I'm saying? Or like the person who carried you, whoever it was that carried you, there could have been something like that going on. Only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, Aries energy is very, very significant here as well. So yeah, when it comes down to, I definitely feel like there could be some issues in regards to, like I said, like your divine feminine. You may not be taking care of yourself like that, okay? And your body may be trying to send you signs and symbols in order for you to take care of your body better, okay? The name Josh is significant because I'm seeing it right here, okay? That also gives me Drake and Josh. Yeah, y'all. I definitely feel as though there was a lot that was going on under like, this is gonna make me cry. I haven't had a reading that made me cry in a minute. If it happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying? It's how the channel is going. Okay. I feel like you have been in competition with like, oh, y'all, hold on. It's just the energy. You know what I mean? It happens. But this is like, I don't know. In terms of like who's sending y'all love, there's like heaviness here. There's some stuff that y'all have not like addressed yet. And it's like y'all are still trying not to address it. Like y'all are people who may be like, like you cry to yourself, you know what I'm saying? Siblings can be significant. Okay. Yeah. Some of y'all have definitely had to make some choices and decisions in regards to like your womb or like healthcare that also could be weighing heavy on you, okay, in one way, shape, or form. I would also like to clarify Tarot T Bikini and my entire platform and page are completely pro-choice. Completely pro-choice. No judgment whatsoever. But I definitely feel like some of y'all, there could just definitely even be some things that you're like, just like grappling with, okay? When it comes down to this womb energy, it says stricken, ecological crisis, infertility, and imbalance. Some of y'all could be dealing with hormone imbalance, okay? Y'all could be dealing with PCOS. Y'all could be dealing with hormone imbalance, okay? There could be something going on in regards. I'm not a doctor, okay? Of course, go get checked up. I'm just saying these things could be popping up for you. Heavy periods, hot flashes, okay? For some of y'all, it could be like menopause. For others of y'all, like I said, hormone imbalance, okay? And there's some sort of like grief, okay? Not even just say like illness, not necessarily, you know what I'm saying? But with ecological crisis as well, this could have to do with like maybe not having the safest environment when you were developing, you know what I'm saying? Or like maybe like your mother was not in the safest environment, okay, or doing all the things like that she was supposed to be doing possibly, you know what I'm saying, in regards to when you were in utero, okay? Yeah, the name Gustavo could be significant, or Gustav. Let's see what's going on here, y'all. Okay. So 7 of coins in reverse, religion, freezer spell, glamour magic, and baneful work. I'm pretty sure these came out sideways. Okay, so when it comes down to who is sending you love, all right, with this womb, with this seven of coins in reverse, honestly, y'all, this is not necessarily okay. Okay. For some of y'all, this could even be some people who had you fucked up. Okay, these could even be people who had you fucked up at some point in time. Okay, it got to do with like parents. Okay, especially if there was like issues in regards to like their religious beliefs versus something that you have going on, like your identity, like maybe the idea of needing to be nurtured by like your parents, and maybe something about you or your identity, and how religion came into play with that could have also been a thing. Okay, when it comes down to who's sending you love, this is religious. Okay, someone is like praying for you. Okay, somebody's praying for you, but this don't necessarily feel like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really fucking like this, to be super real with you. Okay, it's kind of giving me a headache behind my right eyeball if I'm being super real. Okay, so I'm also hearing what you think now. What's that song? To Be Real. That song is very significant. Whoever knows the name of it. What you know now. Yeah, that song is very, very significant. Okay, so when it comes down to the seven of pentacles in reverse, okay, this could definitely have to do with like some type of To Be Real by Sherilyn, I think that's her name. That seven of pentacles in reverse is people who have been kind of like impatient with you, impatient with your progress, impatient with what you got going on like financially. This could definitely have to do with like your actual like parents. Okay, especially if like they have used religion in some type of way to like shame you. Okay, yeah, using religion to cuss you out and shit, you know what I'm saying? I think of the Mariah and Patty version. Yeah, Mariah Carey could be significant, okay, and Patti LaBelle, okay. So we have Aries energy, which I said that earlier. Aries with the Cancer moon, Patti LaBelle is a Gemini, okay. The name Shane could be significant, okay. And honestly and truly, these are people who, this could be somebody praying for you that like maybe was not there when you needed them, okay. Like somebody, this could be somebody who like you had something going on, okay, and you went to somebody to like vent or like tell your truth or something like that about it. Could be anything, okay. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And this motherfucker could have like, I don't know, this person could have like minimized that, okay, because of like their religious beliefs or just like their own like womb, like their own problems, okay. Especially Mariah, because you have almost the exact same birth chart as her. Actually, a video of Mariah Carey came up on my phone earlier today before I had got on this live, and she was talking about how somebody like for one of her covers, they didn't want her to be that covered up, like they didn't want her to be that uncovered, so like they had to zoom in real close to her face, and she didn't want that. So I definitely feel like these could be people who are shaming you, people who body shamed you, okay, people who like slut shamed you or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely feel also the name Vale could be significant. De Vale, okay. Someone could be from Argentina, okay. But yeah, when it comes down, also the name Tina could be significant as well. But when it comes down to who's sending you love, this is somebody got their own issues and their own problems going on. I definitely feel as though there could have been some sort of ending or shift and transformation between you and this person, especially a parent, okay, whatever the case may be, y'all. Thank God for tapping the screen. Thank God for the support. But when it comes down to the seven of pentacles, this person sending you love, they really had you fucked up. I feel like you definitely, like I said, you could have came to this person about something that happened to you or something that you needed to vent. This is a parent, okay, or something like that. And it's just like, Tina is how you say mother in Samoan. Look, confirmation. Okay, confirmation. Also, the name Lola could be significant. Lola Bunny could be significant. Okay, this person feels like they're the realest one on your team, but it's like really they have issues. Okay, and trauma. Okay, so when it comes down to the seven of pentacles, a man with the staff stands beside a tree on which 7 coins grow. Okay, like thank you, Zoe. A man with a staff stands beside a tree on which 7 coins grow. He wears simple robes, and a small white dog walks beside him to symbolize loyalty and friendship. The landscape is lush and fertile. Well, the name loyalty could be significant. Loyalty if you're still in here. Yeah, beside him to symbolize loyalty and friendship. The landscape is lush and fertile. But with this being in reverse, I feel like whoever this person is, this might be somebody who has more money than they say, okay, or somebody who like they have a thing about money and finances. Okay, my mother for real. I've always described her as the sweetest person and the most evil. Something called me to stay. Confirmation. When it comes down to this, it could definitely be somebody to where like money is a theme with your relationship with this person. Okay, this person also lacks patience. This person is not a patient person. Okay, Seven of Pentacles is the opposite. Seven of Pentacles in reverse is the opposite of patience. Okay, yeah, I definitely feel as though somebody, their landscape may not be that lush and fertile, or if it is lush and fertile, they don't necessarily share that with you. But yeah, when it comes down to it, the landscape is lush and fertile. The store lush could be significant as well. Okay, yeah. Smoking could be very, very significant. Okay, we're back to April 20th, Taurus energy. This person can have an issue with your clothes. They could have an issue with like your lifestyle. They could have an issue with like your pet. Something about their religion causes this person or these people to like judge you. You know what I'm saying? She's always used religion to shame me, but I'm the one who was attending church more. See, you know? So yeah, also this person doesn't like your friends. This person may also show like disloyalty, okay, but they feel like they are like the realest one in your corner. In reverse, this means laziness and desire for wealth without effort. Okay, laziness and a desire for wealth without effort. Y'all could definitely have Church Girl by Beyonce, very significant. Okay, Virgo energy. Okay, Libra stellium. When it comes down to this, y'all may really have messages in group 1 because they got a 7 as well. So laziness and desire for wealth without effort. Okay, this person feels like you're lazy. Okay, this person is sending you love. This person feels like you're lazy. They feel like you don't want to work, like you want money without effort. You want to make something happen without effort. This literally is giving me a parent, period. Okay. This give me somebody that like raised like something like that. Okay, dreamt of my mom last night saying crazy shit about me to a room of passed away relatives. That's super fucking significant. Okay, multiple 7s, mind you, like I said, y'all could definitely have some messages in group 1, but 3 7s mean an agreement will soon be made. Yeah, I definitely feel as though there could be some sort of breaking of an agreement. Okay, breach of contract. Okay, because someone has a hidden agenda, or this person feels like you have a hidden agenda. Okay, Burger King could be significant. All right, somebody could be pocket watching you, but when it comes down to it, this could definitely be something not happening underneath an agreement. All right, or maybe you recently made a contract with somebody, a contract agreed upon, or an alliance formed. Okay, but yeah, there could definitely also be the idea of like a personal disappointment. This person disappoints you frequently, and maybe every time you make a contract or like a deal with this person, something does not happen the way that it's like supposed to. It'd be like that. Okay, when it comes down to this religion card right here, all right, in terms of who is sending you love, somebody is praying for you, period. Whatever, or like casting for you, or whatever that looks like for their own religious beliefs. Excuse me, somebody is utilizing their religious beliefs to affect you. Okay, yeah. We have freezer spell, glamour, magic, and baneful work in reverse. But like also somebody freezing eggs could be significant as well. Okay. So when it also, like I said, menopause could be significant for somebody, but when it comes down to it, religion, okay? At its core, religion isn't a card about spirituality. Instead, it denotes more of a conceptual or theological framework. Religion indicates the dogma of faith and its rituals and rites, okay? Organized religions can have a powerful influence over their adherents and represent their many inherent needs. Okay, so yeah, whoever this person is that's sending y'all love, which is likely a parent, they are praying for you or putting their religion into this. This is somebody who had a powerful influence over you, okay, and somebody who at some point was taking care of your needs. Okay, if you draw this card, there's something significant about a belief system and the influence or role that religion plays in the life of this individual. Okay, I was talking about that topic earlier this week. If I chose to not have children later, confirmation. Historically, it's important to remember that a place of community worship was formidable. Okay, this could also have to do with somebody who's invested in the church or in a mosque, okay, or in the temple, whatever the case may be. Not only was this the compass of morality for the community, town, or village, it also served as a social club that connected and supported people through life's milestones, life and death, celebrations, and hardships. Okay, this person has been around for a lot in some type of way. Okay. The religion card represents a devout member of congregation. It also could indicate someone who's dedicated their life to religious service. All right, whoever this person is. Alternatively, there are those for whom religion was a hot topic of debate, a source of fanaticism, or a symptom of deeper afflictions, okay, and intolerance and hatred. Emphasis on that because my candle started making itself more visible. Okay, so we're back to that. Deeper afflictions, intolerance, and hatred, okay? Somebody got some shit going on, okay? Somebody's not patient, not the kindest, whatever the case may be. They got their own shit going on. The beloved dead of religion also asks, is there a pattern based on inherited doctrine? Inherited. Okay. Which one? Girl, you got that Freemason symbol on the card. Which one? This one? Oh, this one right here. Child. When it come down to it, this literally says, like, is there a pattern based on inherited doctrine that may be causing feelings of guilt? Okay. Okay, bet. Feelings of guilt, unworthiness, self-doubt, or a predetermination of doom. Okay, so it's somebody who makes you feel guilty, somebody who makes you feel unworthy, someone who makes you doubt yourself. Okay, somebody who makes you think shit is going to be a lot worse than it is. They always look at the thinking down, glass half empty. Have still been coming to my university this fall. Ooh, confirmation. Okay, so when it comes down to this, regardless of your beliefs or background, in times of doubt and confusion, connect with your higher self and the universal consciousness that transcends any unsound but deeply ingrained sermons delivered from the generational pulpit. Okay, this is somebody who has unsound sermons. Okay, somebody who be saying shit that don't necessarily make sense. The beloved dead of religion says, circle back to source energy. This is the idea of somebody who's trying to get you to go back to like God or Allah, get you to go back to something. Okay, that I found out on Ancestry by being a noisy. Ooh. Well, I'm crying. Ancestry.com could be significant. There's something, this could be a generational thing going on here, okay? Generational cycles, okay? We have freezer spell right here. For some of y'all, freezing could be significant, okay? Doesn't mean that you have to specifically put this person in the freezer, but you can also put something having to do with like their negativity in the freezer. Kansas City could be significant. The name Ari could be significant, okay? The name KC, okay? Also, naps could be significant, okay? It could definitely have to do with like somebody taking a break on you, all right? With this freezer spell, I feel like this person also finds you to be like stuck, okay? This person kind of finds you to be frozen, all right? And I definitely feel as though, like I said, there could definitely be some like womb-based stuff, not a doctor, but there could definitely be some womb-based stuff that may need to be checked in on, okay? Only if you felt called, only if you're already dealing with issues, you know what I'm saying? Or like you just haven't gotten checked up. But when it comes down to this glamour magic, this person has a lot to say about the way that you look, okay? They have a lot to say about the way that you look, about the way that you like carry yourself, okay? And with this baneful work in reverse, I definitely feel as though this person could be kind of like, let me see. This person could be sending, this person's prayers are kind of baneful to you, okay? I've talked about this before, but this is also like that idea of whenever, like, say you're gay, right? Say you're gay. I'm a queer person myself, okay? Say you're gay. And a parent is praying for you to be like, to find the Lord again, which is crazy because being gay does not mean that you don't have the Lord, but that's just what many like organized religions believe, even though that's not necessarily the case, right? So somebody's like, Lord, like I pray to get her, you know what I'm saying? Like I pray, you know what I'm saying? Like Uber Eats could be significant, okay? I definitely feel like somebody feels like you're running out of time, okay, for something financially or to get something together. But you see how me praying, if I'm praying, like I pray that she's not gay no more so she don't go to hell and so she don't do this and that. But like you're like, you want to be gay and free. You see how that could be negatively like affecting your manifestations and prayers. If I'm praying against what it is that you actually want, you know what I'm saying? Just know if it's 3 siblings, one of them might be gay. Exactly. Yeah, this is about my mom. She got everything screwed up, morally speaking. You cannot pray the gay way. I agree, Jay. So I definitely feel like this might be somebody to where you want to do something, you want to make it, but this person does not agree with like your methods or they don't agree with your stuff. So there could be something about this person's prayers that are a little like baneful, even though they're not necessarily intended to be baneful. Okay. But it's just coming from like something about it. Something about it. Okay. So especially this has to do with like your finances, like maybe they don't agree with your job or like what you're going to school for. And so they're praying, ooh, confirmation. Okay, that was thunder. Somebody does not agree with your job. Somebody does not agree what you went to school for. She once asked if something happened to me to make me gay. Oh my gosh. I was like, no, girl. I just be liking girls. I don't know. Exactly. Okay. So there's definitely something here. Thunder. You okay? The name Thunder could be significant. Okay. Dogs could be significant, especially pit bulls. We're going to say that this was a confirmation bark, okay? So yeah, when it comes down to this aspect, somebody is using religion in some type of way against you because they disagree with what you have going on. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Thunder is trying to protect y'all, period, okay? Glamour magic could be significant, okay? Some of y'all are participating in glamour, okay? It is working, but I feel like somebody has an issue with the way that you're perceived, okay? And with this freezer spell, some of y'all may consider, you know what I'm saying, like freezing some sort of energy from coming towards you, all right? Also, there is there's a need for you to protect yourself against baneful work. Okay, some of y'all could be freezing any baneful spells that are sent your way, or whatever the case may be. Okay, or y'all could be incorporating baneful magic into your glamour or something of that nature. Freezer spells could be significant for this group. Glamour magic could be significant for this group, and protecting yourself from baneful work, okay, are very, very significant in terms of who is sending you love, okay? There needs to be some distance. There needs to be like a pause, okay? And there's something about you worrying about yourself. Don't let this person judge you, okay, based on how you look, okay? And look, we have Venus and it turned out sideways, which makes perfect sense with that womb sideways, okay? This could definitely be someone who is a Libra or a Taurus, emphasis on the Taurus energy, okay? Someone could be a Libra or a Taurus, especially if this is like a mom, okay? Or there could be a Libra, Taurus, Venus, whatever the case may be. But I definitely feel like someone has some issues in regards to like their femininity. Somebody has some issues in regards to like, I don't know, like when it comes down to like loving others or like being kind or like friendship or something of that nature, okay? And this person sending love could also have an issue with how you express your femininity or the way that you look, okay? I was born during a Venus retrograde and my parents got married during that as well. Interesting. Very interesting transit. Okay, I'm gonna pull a card of advice. But yeah, with that Venus sideways, somebody could definitely feel like you are like in between in some type of way. I don't know. For a lot of y'all, it has to do with like sexuality. For a lot of y'all, it has to do with just like how you're perceiving yourself. But there's this, like I said, this person is sending you love, but it's kind of giving like a little like it's backhanded. Okay. So what advice do you have? This is definitely like a mom, y'all, a parent. Okay. The name Farah could be significant. Okay. Pakistan could be significant for somebody. Someone could be Pakistani. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Very much so conditional love. Advice that you have for group 2. Y'all got the Pathless. Didn't I say somebody feels like you're lost? Okay, this card was talking about like laziness and wanting rewards, okay, without the effort, you know. Water break, hold on. Somebody could definitely feel as though, I also feel like this person could feel like you are like thirsty. Something about like your dating patterns. This person has a lot to say about like your sexuality, your dating patterns, who you be dealing with, who you be fucking. I don't know. It's just kind of giving like somebody in your business. It definitely could be a parent. So when it comes down to the Pathless, okay, and it's in reverse, but you got difficult decisions and lack of direction, okay? This person feels like you don't got no path. This person does not like your friends, okay? They do not like the people that you hang around, okay? And they definitely be like trying to spy, you know what I'm saying? Trying to spy, trying to see what's going on. Okay. So yeah, it says a proud young hoe that did not get pregnant. Well, Jay, period. So when it comes down to it, and I also feel as though this person could be also thinking about that. If this is a mom, this could be somebody who is like thinking about if you're going to have kids, when you're going to have kids. Like I had the plan, I needed the stage. I'm crying, Jay. This could be somebody who's thinking about if you're going to have kids, when you're going to have kids, or maybe feeling like you're not in the position to like do all that. Like you need to pause and talk to like being like a parent, like whatever the case may be. So with this Pathless in reverse, okay, it says reverse. The Pathless doesn't lack direction because of stubbornness, rather because of an impulsive energy that's driving them in multiple directions at once. They feel like you have way too much going on, okay? But in terms of like your advice, there is a lot that's going on, okay? It's not that you don't know where you're going because of stubbornness, but because like there's an impulsive energy that's driving you in multiple directions at once, which I feel like is this person. This person is impulsive and they're pulling your energy in a bunch of different ways. This person could actually be bad luck for you, okay? Or could be sending bad luck. That's what this baneful energy is in this freezer spell. So you may end up having to like freeze somebody's negativity, okay? Or like pray for a pause in the negativity, whatever the case may be. But you know what you want, okay? But you lack the valuable experience needed to organize and plan how to actually get there. This is your advice in regards to this person, okay? So I do feel like this person does have confirmation because this person is likely a parent. This person also does have some sort of truth to what they're saying, okay? You may not have your shit together in some type of way, okay? So the advice here that Spirit is giving you is that this person is not all the way wrong, but they're wrong in how they're going about it. You know what I'm saying? You have too much going on, too much impulsivity. You got too many directions you want to go in. You know what it is that you want, but as of right now, group 2 lacks the valuable experience needed to organize and plan how to actually get to where you're trying to get, a financial goal, a car, a house, you know what I'm saying? Something of that nature, a job. consider that you might need a little more time before you're in the position to pursue this particular path. So some of y'all are on your way to something, but Seven of Pentacles in reverse has to do with the lack of patience, okay? Some of y'all are trying to do something too quickly, but you don't have the information. This person's not necessarily helping that shit either, okay? I would like that to be very, very clear. But yeah, before you can go down a particular path that y'all want to go down, you have to get your shit together first. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, in order for you to know what's going on. But with that being said, that is indeed what I have for group 2. Okay, group 2. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all for hitting that thumbs up. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out whenever I post new readings like this one. I really, really appreciate y'all. And if you're watching here on TikTok, thank y'all for tapping the screen. It really, really helps. And thank you for sharing this, okay? If anyone is interested in getting a personal reading done here on live, that'll be done towards the end. There's currently one person on the list, which is Candace. A full reading is $20, and an eclipse season reading about what's going on right now, okay, is $12. Okay, so my list is open. Y'all be second, and in just a second here I'm finna get on group 3. I just got here on this planet like they did too, for real. Okay, let's see. Give me a quick little water break. Okay, drink y'all some water. Okay, so when it comes down to it, all right, we have the Hunter, okay, in reverse, group 3. Welcome in, okay. Thank y'all for hitting that thumbs up. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Thank you for hitting notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I post new readings like this one. And if you're watching here on a live, thank y'all for tapping the screen. It really, really helps with the engagement and get this reading out to other people. Thank you for sharing and reposting this motherfucker, okay, and also subscribing over there on YouTube, okay. So if you're here, group 3, it is because you chose the Hunter in reverse, okay? For one, the name Hunter could be significant. Hunter Schafer could be significant. I feel like I channeled Euphoria in group 1, so y'all could also have messages in group 1, okay? But in terms of who is sending you love, and mind you, you may have multiple groups because there could be multiple people sending you love, okay? But with this Hunter in reverse, not really fucking feeling that energy. I also had like the most cards, so I do think that there's like a lot going on, okay? There's a lot going on. Jay is second on the list. I'm crying, not your parasocial fans. Jay is second on the list, okay? If anybody's interested in getting a personal reading, they will be third on the list, okay? After Candace and Jay. Let's see. So, let's see what's going down. Not 1, 2, 3, release them. Funeral stud could be significant. Okay, so when it comes down to it, in terms of like somebody sending you love, okay, funerals could have definitely been significant for some of y'all. Somebody could be a stud, all right? But when it comes down to this Hunter, okay, I definitely feel as though like this energy in reverse is a little strange, okay? Also, horses could be significant. Stallions could be significant. Megan Thee Stallion could be significant, okay? Aquarius energy, Leo moon, all right? The solar eclipse in Leo could be significant as well, or solar eclipses in general, all right? I think that somebody has been like uncovered, okay? That's what this is giving. Somebody who's sending you love. I feel like there was somebody who's like low-key watching you or sending you love, okay? Someone could be, there's something going on here, okay? There's something going on here, all right? But I feel like you weren't really sure, okay? Like I said, Euphoria could be significant. Hunter Schafer. Is Hunter Schafer, that's Jules' character? The name Jules is significant. Jules is still in here, okay? Also, somebody could be trans, okay? You or this person. But when it comes down to it, I definitely feel as though also Phoenix could be significant. Phoenix, Arizona says Phoenix right here. 1978 could be significant, and July 8th could be significant. July 8th is Cancer energy. So yeah, when it comes down to who this person is, I definitely feel as though this person sending you love is kind of like in the shadows. Like somebody has definitely been like uncovered recently. You definitely just more so recently just seen who somebody is for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I feel like it's a little strange. So let me go ahead and see what the fuck going on with that. It's a little strange. Leo energy is very, very significant, or eclipse seasons are very, very significant here, okay? I definitely think that this person, the name Jenny could be significant. I just need the name DeJenny, so somebody's name could be DeJenny, okay? So also gives me Jadena, oh Lord, okay? Jadena could be significant. I'm not sure what Jadena's sign is, but I know exactly what the fuck that's about. But I definitely also somebody could be poly. Okay, someone could be poly here. Yeah. Also, I'm trying to say it without TikTok trying to do too much. The letter B, the letter D, the letter S, and the letter M could be significant. Okay. So yeah, y'all. And Sagittarius energy is very, very significant here as well. Heavy on the also, what is Hunter Schafer's? What is her zodiac sign from Euphoria? But Sagittarius energy is significant here, y'all. It says the seeker, the pursuer, and the predator. Hate that. Okay. Period. She a Capricorn? Yeah, no, that's right. Capricorn energy could be significant here, Capricorn, Sagittarius. But in terms of who is sending you love, this for some of y'all, this could be somebody who is like seeking you out, pursuing you. Okay, it literally says the seeker, the hunter, and the predator. Okay, so yeah, I definitely feel like somebody could have been a fucking weirdo at some point in time. Okay, or somebody who is like really trying to like talk with you, really trying to communicate with you, really trying to pursue you. Okay, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I feel like somebody is just like, I don't know, like somebody just be doing shit in the shadows, okay? The hunter hunts. They are on a precise mission with an aim. To return home empty-handed would be to fail, which is not an option in the hunter's eyes. This archetype will journey far and wide seeking the prize that calls to his heart or stomach. Yeah, in terms of who's sending you love, this could be, could be someone who's fascinated with you. Okay, this is somebody who's like fascinated with you. I hope they're Scorpio rising too with a Gemini moon. Absolutely not. I know that birth chart crazy. Yeah, somebody is like, not say hunting after you in some type of way, but like someone, you could be like the target of somebody's like attention, okay, in some type of way. All right. Tales of bravery and feats of strength often result. Somebody could definitely be very impressed with the things that you're able to do, especially if you're able to like cast or you have psychic gifts and abilities or something that you do that has really shown a light down on this person in some type of way. Because this person got a lot of shadow shit going on, okay? And I feel like something that you're able to do really, really like affects them or like wakes them up, okay? Creating a life full of adventure. I feel like this person feels like you were like the missing puzzle piece to something, okay? Someone could be on the spectrum here. Okay, someone can also have ADHD specifically. Okay, but when it comes down to it, the hunter is skillful, quick, decisive, and results oriented, like the great hunting goddess Artemis, who carries her quiver upon her back. Okay, also archery could be significant. Teen Wolf has been coming up. Allison, okay, specifically Allison. The name Argent could be significant, or Argent. Silver, both the metal and just the word. Okay, could be significant. All right. So yeah, Artemis, who carries her quiver upon her back. The hunter typically has a weapon of choice, okay? Somebody has like a repeat way that they interact with people. When this card appears, it is critical that you ask 3 questions. What am I hunting? Why am I hunting it? Is the weapon I hold so tightly in my grip truly needed for the task at hand? Okay, and with this being in reverse, no, okay? I feel like somebody is a bit weird, okay? Somebody could like be like somebody could be in consulting, therapy could be significant. Someone could be somebody that people talk to, okay? But it says irresponsible, violates, violent, and poaching. In terms of who is sending you love, whoever this person is, they're very irresponsible. It's gonna be somebody who is just like violates, okay? Like somebody who's just like, they fucking suck. You know what I'm saying? And somebody could be violent, okay? And with this poaching, somebody could definitely be like, have predatory ways, okay? I'm not even to say like to like predict that. I'm just saying what it is that I'm seeing, y'all, and what I'm feeling, okay? My dear pick a card reading could be very, very significant. Frida Kahlo could be significant. Someone could be of Mexican descent, all right? It says Frida Kahlo's The Wounded Deer, all right? So yeah, I definitely feel as though in terms of who is sending you love, somebody is like, this is strange, okay? It's not really like love as much as it's like hyperfixation, fascination with you, okay? Like the love of the sport, the love of the game, okay? Y'all got the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Cups, and these ones came out together. The Wheel of Fortune and King of Cups came out together. Then the High Priestess and the Hermit, they came out separately, okay? Y'all have Wholesome in reverse. Didn't I just say this motherfucker is a weirdo? My candle, y'all see it shaking and shit, okay? So in terms of who's sending you this love energy, the name Renee is significant, okay? 11/11 on the, that just came up, okay? November 11th could be significant. That is Still Scorpio energy, okay? We have Jinxes and we have SEGGS magic partnered, okay? Partnered SEGGS magic, y'all. I kid you the fuck not. This seems pretty cohesive to me, unfortunately. When it comes down to protect yourselves, period, okay? Make sure that you are protecting yourself from like the gaze of fucking weirdos, okay? So also be somebody that you've known before or prior, like in the past, and you left somebody alone because they was on that bullshit, okay? And maybe it's like you've seen remnants of this person's energy kind of pop back up, group 3. But yeah, whoever this person is, yeah. Somebody definitely is like, someone could be very like hypersexual, okay? Or like they like flirt, like they have like a lot of attention in a lot of places, okay? So when it comes down to this Wheel of Fortune and this King of Cups together, the Wheel of Fortune has to do with divine timing, okay? TT could be significant. Someone could be like auntie age, unk age, okay? Something of that nature. Or the letter T could be significant, okay? Somebody could still be trying to like someone could still be trying to like have a kid, okay? Like they could be like in an older age, still trying to have a kid, which is fine, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to the Wheel of Fortune, this could have to do with like divine timing, okay? Scorpio energy and Leo energy especially, all right? But yeah, King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placement, manner, masculine, emphasis on the Scorpio with this, okay? But Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy doesn't have to be, but somebody's a fucking weirdo. The King of Cups in reverse can literally be like a pervert, like a weirdo, a predator, somebody who just got like weird ways or like fucked up vibes, okay? Or just like somebody who's just like, I don't know, okay? So yeah, when it comes down to it with this Wheel of Fortune, I definitely feel like it was a matter of like fate and destiny for you to get the fuck away from this person. I feel like you done got the fuck away from this motherfucker, okay? And now I'm cussing, all right? So I definitely feel as though, because I just feel like it's needed. When it comes down to the Wheel of Fortune, okay, you could have cussed this person out at some point in time, okay? Confirmation, all right? Daily reminders. Somebody just said daily reminders so I can harass you daily, something like that, okay? The number 44 is significant, okay? April 4th. So yeah, I definitely feel like this might be somebody who like tried to like harass you in some type of way, like text your phone a whole bunch, communicate with you a whole bunch, okay? You know what I'm saying? Somebody who just like, they don't like, leave shit alone, okay? I'm also hearing Leave That Bitch Alone by Cardi B, okay? So with this Wheel of Fortune, a traditional nativity scene, okay? Christmas could be significant. A traditional nativity scene, a woman lies in bed nursing a baby while the bearded father heats food over an open fire. A cow and donkey watch from a thatched byre. A wooden wheel also gives me Thackeray Binks from fucking, it gives me Thackeray Binks from Hocus Pocus, okay? Hi, welcome. So yeah, a wooden wheel on one wall of the room is flanked by the 4 evangelists, an angel, an eagle, a winged cow, and a lion. Spirit been giving you signs and symbols about this motherfucker, okay? This Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, placement, manner, masculine, even if they're not, this is somebody who is weird, especially if somebody's older than you. Somebody could be significantly older than you or like just fucking weird. I don't know, okay? I'm not liking that. I don't like that, okay? It says reverse, bitterness at misfortunes, clouding, oh wait, that's upright, sorry. But somebody could also be mad, okay, because they feel like you like triumphed over them or you got lucky in some type of way, okay? It says what you lose on the swing, you'll gain on the roundabout, okay? This is a concerning pile. What you lose on the swing, you'll gain on the roundabout. Life will always send us challenges and trials to overcome. This person was a challenge or a trial. I feel like this is someone that you've already met before, okay? But I feel like this person is still sending you some type of like energy. This person is still fascinated by you in some type of way, okay? I feel like this person was like, y'all had some sort of like divine timing type of situation going on here, okay? But yeah, challenges and trials to overcome. You cannot have good without bad or light without darkness. Do not dwell on misfortune, but look instead to future joys. The opportunity will arise for a fresh start or the beginning of a new path or venture. Someone could have felt like you were a fresh start. Like, yeah, someone could have felt like you was the, you know, like young fine thing. You also have 3 major arcana here. So whatever happened in regards to you and this person, okay, who is like sending you this like love or like what they believe is love, okay, but I don't think that it is. But whoever this is, mind you, they literally could just be sending you jinxes, okay, jinxes, okay, especially having to do with like intimate magic. It could have been someone that you already slept with. Okay, it could have been someone that you were already invested with, someone that you were already physically involved with, all right? And somebody could have been doing some sex magic on you, but like low vibrationally, okay? And this could have literally been someone that you had to like get the fuck away from at some point in time. This is somebody who had a major chapter in your life or a major point in your life, okay? But they're a fucking weirdo, so there's that, you know? So when it comes down to the King of Cups in reverse, y'all. Okay. It says a man with great hidden sadness. This could be a masculine energy, somebody who has great hidden sadness and loneliness and shit. Okay. And also somebody has like some deep shit that they're involved in, or like someone could have like some like kinks and shit like that they're involved with that they don't really like, that they don't talk to people about. Okay. A man with great hidden sadness. He keeps his emotions within, which leads to self-destructive tendencies. This is someone who is self-destructive, and it was by the grace of divine timing that you got up out of that. Okay. Somebody definitely got some weird shit that they're interested in. Okay. Not even to King Shane, but no, something feels wrong. Okay. Or just like heavy, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Okay. Someone also keeps a lot of secrets. Somebody is a liar. Okay. So yeah, y'all. Also, knees could be very, very significant. Okay. The name William could be significant. Okay. Yeah, I definitely feel as though you have been in like a new like healing situation. Okay. That could be significant as well. I feel like somebody was like taken from you. Okay. And like you were not able to like help yourself heal, or like whatever the case may be. So yeah, when it comes down to it, with this High Priestess in reverse, okay, with this High Priestess in reverse, all right, this is the idea of misguided passion, adultery, stupidity, and ignorance and conceit. Okay, in terms of this person, all right, I definitely feel like this person could feel like this person could also kind of like hate women, okay, or hate femininity in some type of way. Okay, this is misguided passion. Somebody's sending all this fucking energy towards you, all this addictive vibes, okay, and all that extra shit, okay, and this passion is misguided. Somebody could literally be like significantly older than you, or this is like adultery. Someone could be cheating. Somebody could be already have a partner. Someone doesn't give a fuck if you have a partner. Okay, stupidity and ignorance. Somebody is stupid, ignorant, and conceited. Okay, and they put their passions places they don't got to be. Okay, and when it comes down to the name Charles could be significant, the name Chelsea could be significant, the Hermit, Virgo energy here. Okay, I definitely feel as though whoever this person is, this person could be a hermit. They don't like, they like to be, they end up by themselves even if they don't like to be. Okay, I feel like this person kind of had to go into hiding or go into hermit mode in some type of way. Okay, yeah, there's a lot going on. So when it comes down to this hermit energy, y'all, it says stubbornness, loneliness, and an inability to communicate. Someone is stubborn and lonely, okay, and they're on some sort of shit. Okay, when it comes down to at night, they sitting there thinking about you, all right, or they could be thinking about the times where like they could have had you, all right. This might be somebody who's even thinking about you while they're dealing with other people. Okay, I'm gonna be super, super real here with that one. Okay, there's a lot going on. Y'all give me one quick second. Might be somebody who's even thinking about you while they're dealing with other people. Okay, I'm gonna be super, super real here with that one. Okay, there's a lot going on. Y'all give me one quick second. One quick second. Okay, I'm back in this motherfucker. Okay, so when it comes down to it, y'all, in regards to this individual and what they have going on, I definitely feel as though, even like me taking a second to respond back to that text message, okay, with this hermit energy, I definitely feel as though like, you know, you haven't heard from somebody in a minute, okay? Somebody done like went away. Somebody done went into hermit mode. They maybe stopped like calling, texting, posting, whatever the case may be, okay? And I definitely feel like somebody's still kind of like lurking in the shadows, okay? I feel like somebody had to go and like lick their wounds because they feel like you got the best of them, okay? Also, Best of Me by Anthony Hamilton is significant. This person is delusional, okay, in some type of way, but they could have felt like having you close to them, you know what I'm saying, was amazing in some type of way, and like they still yearn after that, okay? Aquarius energy is very significant here, okay? And there's that Virgo vibe as well. But yeah, with that Hermit, stubbornness, loneliness, okay, and an inability to communicate. Somebody literally don't know how to talk to people, okay? Somebody literally be on this bullshit is what it feels like. When it comes down to wholesome in reverse, okay? Ooh. When it comes down to wholesome, put that right there. Okay, this person is not wholesome. Whoever this motherfucker is the opposite of wholesome. Okay, this person is kind of fucking evil. Okay, with this person is predatory and strange. Okay, jinxes, sex magic. Okay, especially somebody who's still thinking about the ways that y'all used to be involved with one another. Okay, not gonna lie here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio doesn't have to be a man or masculine, but somebody's weird. Okay, so this card addresses issues of diet, sleep, exercise, mindset, habits, people, or patterns that are positively or negatively affecting your well-being. In terms of who this person is, this person has a diet, sleep, exercise, mindset, habits, people, or patterns that are negatively affecting their well-being, okay, or the well-being of others, okay, in some type of way. Somebody fucking sucks, okay, not a wholesome person and a very selfish person. If you've been feeling down, triggered, or burned out, how are you addressing or soothing these imbalances? Yeah, somebody like literally triggers the fuck out of you or took a lot of energy and time from you, okay? Do you find yourself self-medicating? Yeah, okay, this person smoking and drinking could be significant. Shrooms, okay. Consider pills, whatever the case may be. Consider a walk in the rain, catching a snowflake on your tongue, enjoying the crunch of leaves underfoot, creating a journal or an altar, taking a new online course, baking cookies or a pie. Somebody's trying to like rebrand themselves, okay? Somebody's trying to rebrand themselves from all the fucked up shit that from when you knew them, okay? I'm not gonna lie. This person is like trying to do simple shit, probably getting deeper into it. Didn't I say that earlier? Somebody's like getting deeper into like their spirituality, getting like they feel like you opened their eyes to something, and now they're even more like, not say enamored, but just like fascinated with you. The beloved dead of wholesome encourages you to choose an activity or a perspective that raises your vibration and brings color to your cheeks. And for you, you are the activity or perspective, okay? Like looking for you, trying to find how they can contact you or be in your business, be in your energy is like, that's what this is. This is a fucking weirdo. I'm not going to lie to you in terms of who's sending you this energy. Getting deeper to be a reincarnated devil. Yeah, with this jinxes and the sex magic, this could definitely been somebody who has sent you something, especially somebody that you already slept with, or maybe like a sexual relationship was very, very significant. Somebody could also, like I said, be thinking about you while they are involved with somebody else, okay? So what is this? This is Jupiter in reverse. Mind you, it's Jupiter day as I'm filming this, okay? Jupiter is in Leo. This person is fucking like, I feel this person is grown. Okay, I do. Like, we're all grown here, but I feel like this person's like grown for real. Like, this person could have been grown when you wasn't grown at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Somebody could be like 15 years, 20 years older than you type shit. You know what I'm saying? But just, you know, I don't know. Okay. So yeah, with this Jupiter reverse, Sagittarius, Leo, and Pisces energy is very significant here. Emphasis on all those signs, to be quite honest with you. And I definitely feel as though casting protection or praying for protection against jinxes, okay, hexes and curses could be significant, okay? Y'all, I just found out recently that lilies, actual lilies, okay, are good for breaking love spells, okay? So you could definitely be using lilies in some type of way to break some type of love spell or whatever the case may be. Hi, honey. Is that Rosie? Rosie, you can just Apple Pay me or just send me a message, girl. And if you want to do Venmo, I have it on here. I have PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Apple Pay. Hey. Is keeping fresh lilies in your room okay? I believe so. I have some fresh lilies in my living room right now. You know what I'm saying? I need some questions, answers right now. It should be, but just to double check. Hi, Amy. Watch out if you have pets with the lilies. Okay, now I know. Amy, can you send Rosie my phone number, please? I'd appreciate you. But it should be the same. But, so, when it comes down to it, y'all, with this group, this is some bullshit, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you, all right? So if I was y'all, womb cleansing could be very, very significant. Sometimes it is indeed to carefully read Psalm 109 for some folks. This is some weird shit, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, okay? I would be surprised if the message was anything other than protect yourself, okay, in terms of advice. So when it comes down to it, that Jupiter in reverse, okay? Somebody is trying to like expand their youth, okay? Or somebody's trying to like, I don't know, it's like they're fascinated by you, but also attracted to you, and I don't fucking like that. I don't like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. Okay. Somebody is fucking childish, and somebody could be trying to like have a family, okay, but somebody's not like fit for that, is what this is given. All right. Yeah. Leo, Sag, Pisces energy. So when it comes down to it, what advice do you have for group 3 in regards to this motherfucker, this weirdo? Okay, yeah, someone could be a poet or like an artist, okay, in some type of way, a performer, okay, someone feels like they have a way with words, but then I say they don't know how to talk to people. Somebody could be like a manipulator, okay, the name Diana could be significant, okay, somebody calls themselves being super like romantic and super good with their words, but in reality, somebody is manipulative, okay. It says the poet, relationships and vulnerability, but in reverse. Definitely not somebody that you're supposed to be vulnerable with. This is about making sure that you are judicious about who it is that you share like their thoughts with, who it is that you're vulnerable with, type shit. Okay. So yeah, when it comes down to the poet, okay. When it comes down to the poet, especially like upright. Also, Rosie, when you have my number, go ahead and just message me. I can also do your stuff off of live. I've been meaning to call you anyway. I just thought about that. So yeah, we don't have to do your stuff on live, girl. I'll just call you after this. So when it comes down to it, with the poet, we on year 6 of them not leaving the queen alone. That's real. When it comes down to this poet energy, if I can find it, okay, I definitely even feel like somebody could be writing about you. Somebody could be like making songs, okay, putting you in the music and shit like that, okay. But I just feel like something is not like something is a little bit like performative. If I'm going to be super real for you. Okay, that's a bet. Just send me a text message, honey. When it comes down to the poet, what the fuck? Oh, there it is, y'all. Even me not being able to find it, okay? So when it comes down to it, it says this is an isolated poet, a poet who has been so careful to protect their heart, okay, that no one knows who they truly are. This is y'all as well, okay? Something about you writing about your experiences and your feelings could be very, very significant. Y'all could be poets, okay? Y'all definitely may not be sharing some of the stuff that you wrote, but this is an isolated poet, a poet who has been so careful to protect their heart that no one knows who they truly are. But vulnerability isn't something to be afraid of, okay? Don't let this person make you afraid to be vulnerable and to be yourself, okay? Rather a sign of being alive and of having things that are important enough to risk losing. Rather than letting yourself feel distant and socially unsupported because of people like this and how this person had you fucked up, it's time to reach out or try and meet new people, okay? So yeah, your advice is to find people who definitely are like better people than this last person. Oops, excuse me, confirmation. Okay, people who are better than this last person. Okay, rather than letting yourself feel distance. Okay, the name Nikhil could be significant. Okay, because I definitely feel as though there's a lot that's happening, a lot that's going on, and I feel like you've also went into hermit mode in some type of way because like you were just kind of used to people kind of having you fucked up. Okay, or like moving weird with you. Okay, but that is indeed what I have for group 3. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull a card of advice in just a second here, but before I do that, thank y'all so much group 3 for being here. Thank y'all for hitting that thumbs up. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I post new readings like this one. I'm gonna pull a card of advice for y'all before I get into personals. Okay, if anyone's interested in getting on my list for personals, I have Candace and Jay, and then Rosie is gonna be off of live. All right, but let me pull a card of advice. What I want to do from here. Yeah. Let's see what's going on in the Botanical Dreams Oracle. Working with plants could be significant, okay? New herbs, new vegetables, new fruits, okay? Of course, do your research for anything before you start to consume it, you know? So, whoop, that was quick, okay? So y'all got Heart Song, okay? We're just talking about singing. So for the collective as a whole, advice for y'all got number 43, Heart Song, okay? And it was in reverse, okay? Something about you needing to kind of like let your feelings and emotions out. That is very, very significant, okay? I feel like there's maybe some of y'all have been stopping yourself from like being what you feel like would be like messy, okay? But I don't necessarily think that it is like the same thing, okay? Where's the little booklet? I definitely just opened this motherfucker up. Oh, there it is. So yeah, y'all. I also feel as though you may need to tidy up, okay, or like reorganize some stuff, okay. That could be very, very significant. Y'all could definitely also be going through a heart chakra opening. When it comes down to heart song, okay, you've protected and nurtured your precious heart for so long, okay. At one time, you were sure it was broken, but under your tender care, it has grown strong and radiant as you've come into your own. No longer do you feel the need to at being small and meek, okay? Even after you've loved and lost, you've grown more resilient and you've blossomed like the roses in your garden. You've learned along the way that your heart heals and expands with all the love you give and receive, okay? Now you understand that love is infinitely vast. There is always more. There is always enough. Okay, so yeah, y'all, this is about heart healing, okay? Heart chakra wounds, addressing what is hurting your feelings, okay? Getting that shit out in song, okay? Or listening to certain music, writing. With every beat of your heart, your voice grows more powerful and your song more sweet and sure. Okay, so this is you becoming more open with your feelings, okay? You know what I'm saying? And really kind of like nurturing yourself, watering your feelings instead of like shaming them, okay? Exactly. I've been going through since this last year. Definite confirmation. Okay. So with that being said, y'all, I'm going to get into personals. Okay. Y'all are welcome to stay for personals, but remember they are for somebody specific. Okay. And you may resonate with certain parts of it if y'all are in the similar collective, but just remember, take a resonance and leave what doesn't. But first on the list is Candace. Candace, let me know if you are here. Let's see what's going on. Candace is getting an eclipse reading. So I'm going to put this back. Okay, and we'll pull. Period, Candace, welcome in. Okay, tapping into the energy of the sun and moon. Tapping in, Mr. Sun, Mother Moon. Can I get very, very clear, accurate, and specific messages in regards to Candace and how this eclipse season is currently affecting her? Which deck do I want to use? I think I want to use this one. Okay, for one, even me picking this up, Taurus energy is very significant for you, Candace, okay? Or like food, animals, nature, okay? Something about very earthly energy. This is my Taurus deck, okay? You can also be seeing animals, okay? You could be seeing animals, and also we just talked about flowers, fresh flowers. Could be very, very significant. If I was you, getting fruits, vegetables, flowers, earth, okay, could be super significant for you during this eclipse season. You could definitely be getting more grounded, more earthy, wearing more green, animals cutting up, thinking about getting a pet, changing your relationship with your pet. Mother Moon, Mr. Sun, one card, please. In regards to how is this eclipse season affecting Candace? How is this eclipse season affecting Candace? Okay, so you have the goat and willow, okay, overcoming obstacles, but it's in reverse, okay? So if I'm looking at this like this, okay, Capricorn energy, super, super significant here. Lots of earthiness, all right? This eclipse is forcing you to be grounded in some type of way, and I feel like there may have been some sort of hurdle that you were not able to get past, and this is definitely in divine timing, okay? Werewolves could also be significant. Once again, I've been channeling Teen Wolf, okay? Whenever they had that deer that was there with like a swirl burnt into its like skin as like a warning sign, or like somebody trying to seek revenge, okay? So I definitely feel as those could have to do with like vengeful people, or recognizing that somebody, not say like has it out for you, but that somebody is definitely like in your business, okay? Somebody definitely is still mad about some shit. Leo energy is very, very significant here as well, okay? I do feel like somebody is feeling some type of way about your power, your pull during this eclipse season, and somebody does not like the fact that they feel like you're more successful at them than something, or in some type of way. Like I said, Taurus, Capricorn energy is significant here. Then we have Leo energy going on, all right? So when it comes down to this, also number 11, someone could be born during November, okay, or on the 11th of the month, or something could happen on the 11th. But when it comes down to it, overcoming obstacles, the goat is a symbol of balance, okay, jumping with ceaseless energy, perching easily on even the narrowest footholds, okay? Its vitality and grace are enviable. The willow is a symbol of mourning, often appearing on gravestones. In Greek mythology, willows are said to mark the entrance to the underworld. When combined, the goat and willow show us that there may be losses to suffer, but we can overcome them with renewed energy and the right balance. Hi, Taylor. So when it comes down to you, Candace, I feel like during this eclipse season, what the eclipses are showing you is where you have been off kilter, where you have been off balance, okay? And I do feel like you have been experiencing obstacles, and this is happening on purpose, okay? Because I definitely feel as though you may have been a bit careless, okay? Prior these last 6 months, you could have been a bit careless with how you're going about stuff, okay? Losing your footing, all right? And I definitely believe that you you are being envied by people, and it's being made very clear to you who kind of like, not say has it out for you, but like who's a fucking hater, okay, during this eclipse season, to be quite honest with you, okay? What is this? Uranus, okay, Aquarius energy is very, very significant here, okay, and Gemini as well. So we have Aquarius, Gemini, and we'll also say like Sagittarius, okay, and Leo. So yeah, when it comes down to it, I definitely feel as though you could be thinking about people that you already cut off, okay? People from the past, all right? Friendships that you ended and things of that nature. Thinking a lot about that. You could also be having some paranormal experiences as well, okay? And I do think that there are losses to be suffered, okay? Something that you already like went through. You say you burned all your bridges. It's hard to tell. That's real. It could be you like thinking back to those things and those people. Okay. But I do feel as though under this eclipse, you are facing some type of divine obstacle. Okay. So it says in reverse, you may be feeling off kilter during this eclipse. Okay. The negative energy in your life may threaten to overcome you. You definitely need to protect yourself. I definitely just cut off friends I felt didn't have my best intentions. That's real. If I was you during this eclipse season, increase your protection. Okay, Candace? Increase your protection. That's why you may be feeling a little bit overstimulated, off kilter, or like there's some sort of obstacles coming into your life. The negative energy in your life may threaten to overcome you. Let the spirit of the goat lead you to a sense of harmony. Working with Capricorn energy, 10th house energy, your midheaven could be significant, and Saturn could be significant, okay? So remember that life is a balance during this eclipse season. We cannot appreciate pleasure without experiencing pain, okay? So in terms of which question to ask, okay, how can you plan ahead to navigate the obstacles in your path? Blockage removal could be significant, okay? As well as just like sitting to actually think about what the problem is. You know what I'm saying? Thinking outside of the box, okay? And you're going to end up being surprised. There's definitely some stuff that you don't fully know happening just yet, okay? Especially as we get closer to that Pisces eclipse. But yes, really understanding what the obstacles are, okay? That's what I have for you, honey. This is you're going to be fine. You know what I'm saying? They just want you to get your stuff a little bit more balanced, especially like in terms like your practice and definitely protecting yourself from haters. You definitely have like envy and jealousy, like evil eye vibes, okay? And people who are just like mad. It's like one-sided issues, okay? So, I sever the connection between mine and Candace's guides. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Sun and Mother Moon. In regards to Jay, let me know if you're here, honey bun. If I could find what I was looking for. Okay, let me see what's going on. Okay, that's a bit. If anyone is interested in getting a personal reading done on live, that would be after Jay. Okay, y'all go ahead and let me know. Let's see what's going on. Put these this way. Remember that one job girl? Well, yeah, I set a boundary with them. That's real. As you should. Jay, this is about the parasocial fans of yours. Are you asking who it is? Are you asking like what energy are they sending towards you? Or is it both? Just so I can know which deck to pull. Then they removed me from shifts, but I got into an internship. Period internship. Not that I was removing you from the shifts. Come on, case manager the next day. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Let's see. Tapping in. I said a connection between mine and Candace's guides. Archangel Michael, Divine Archangel, please be here now in regards to... Ooh, that was quick. In regards to Jay, the first card that came up was the Queen of Wands, okay? In terms of this, so for one, I definitely feel like you are in this Queen of Wands energy, Aries, Leo, Sag energy, emphasis on the Sag because the moon is in Sag right now, okay? And emphasis on the Leo because it's Leo season. So this could definitely have to do with you right now being in a really good place in regards to your education, okay? And in a really good place in regards to like learning, teaching, school, all right? And even like people really, really liking like your hair, okay? Your magic could also definitely be working at this moment in time. Whenever I started this just shot down, okay? Right at the bottom of my tripod, okay? So this could also have to do with you right now, maybe being seen more online, okay? Maybe being like taking more pictures or being seen more in some type of way. Okay, so when it comes down to why people would be parasocial towards you, I definitely think it's because like you're attracting like a lot of energy as this Queen of Wands. Okay, you're perceiving as very grounded, but also people are perceiving you as very like cool and sexy. You could definitely came from group 1. Okay, people could be seeing you. I'm also seeing TLC. Okay, so when it comes down to it, also specifically Keke Palmer in the TLC movie, okay, as Chili. So yeah, when it comes down to it, people are feeling like you are sensual. Okay, people are really like fucking with your hair, especially during this Leo season. Okay, and it has a lot to do with like your physical body as well. Okay, and I feel like people feel like you keep your physical body like covered up, but it's like a thing. Okay, excuse me, a strong sensual woman. Okay, that's what they feel like. You're a strong sensual woman who knows what she wants and isn't afraid to go for it, but you never step on anyone along the way. Passionate and creative, down to earth, pragmatic and generous is how people are feeling about you. Okay, so people do have like good feelings like in regards to you. Okay, who is being parasocial towards Jay? Crazy part is I'm ready to take up my passion twist. See, look, people fucking with that. Okay, who is being parasocial towards Jay? Okay, and I feel like you're also very protected. Her crown chakra. Okay, you're getting lots of signs and symbols, downloads from spirit. Okay, but also you come up as a very lucky person, and I feel like your crown chakra is protected. Okay, I feel like that also has to do with your protective style. Okay, but when it comes down to who is being parasocial, who is being parasocial with Jay? Okay, I definitely feel as though these people want to know like what it is that like you're doing on like the weekends and like what you be doing to have fun. Like, does she drink? Like it's giving like all of that. Okay, dried cranberries could be significant. Okay, the band the cranberries could be significant. Someone could like rock bands could be significant. But when it comes down to like this could be someone who's being parasocial. Okay, I do put herbs in my head when washing them. Period. So when it comes down to who is this person? Who are these people who are being parasocial? Okay. The astronomer. Somebody could definitely be interested in astrology, okay, or astronomy, okay. This can also have to do with the astrology of right now in terms of who this is. Discovery and augury, people who could be seeing you on like social media. But yeah, in terms of parasocial, literally, we have so much Leo stuff in the sky. It could kind of be like making stuff a little bit worse, okay. So we have Jupiter currently in Leo. It's currently Leo season. Mercury's in Leo. You know what I'm saying? It's just the South Node is in Leo. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely feel as though, anybody else? Let's see. Being parasocial, the astronomer, discovery, 1, 2. Nope. Yeah, then there's that hunter. That's what we got for group 3, girl. In a different card name. So definitely group 3 was your group, boo. Okay. 1 and 3. But when it comes down to it, in regards to who is being parasocial with you, I'm knocking shit over. Okay. I definitely feel like this is a little strange, all right? And mind you, I almost knocked something from my protection candle over, but it didn't happen that way, all right? Pumpkins could be significant. I definitely feel like people could be feeling parasocial in regards to like your money, your business, your job, okay? What it is that you like do with your abundance, you know what I'm saying? So with that astronomer energy, okay, this is air sign energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, right here. So when it comes down to it, discovery and augury. Gold instruments were a telescope tilts upward. Somebody could be interested in astronomy or astrology, revealing galaxies impossible distances away. The planets turn, reliable and infinite, unaffected by the frantic lives of men. The astronomer lives and thrives in shadows, for it is the darkest night that shows the brightest stars. Okay, where others look to books and history for knowledge, the astronomer knows that there are greater powers at work in the world. The constellations tell them what they need to know. I feel like this is you. Okay, I feel like this is you, like knowing like what's going on with the astrology, and people are always like, how she know that? How she know that? You know what I'm saying? Like it's something like that. I bet you it's because I told him that that man act like a Virgo. Okay, Candace, I'm gonna put you on the list again. Candace is next up on the list. But yeah, I definitely feel as though this is you, okay? This is you knowing what's going on with the stars, okay? That's why people are feeling parasocial. They feel you're all mystical, magical, okay? Hocus pocus could be significant. You're all scorpionic to them, okay? You're in a complex situation, Jay. That's what that should say, okay? You're in a complex situation, okay? And clues on how to navigate it won't come from past experiences. Now is the time to look both beyond and within for answers and to trust in your intuition. Let go of the material needs and concerns that are holding you back and meditate on what your gut is telling you. Okay, so others who are like-minded may be able to guide you. Be open to their perspectives, but don't be bound by them. So yeah, I definitely feel as though people want to be like-minded like you. Okay, like people feel like you're worried about different shit than they're worried about. Okay, and I feel like that's where this parasocial energy is coming from. Okay, and with this hunter, it's the people from group 3. Okay. Yeah, that hunter energy, this is earth vibes, okay? It's the people from group 3 or the person from group 3, okay? Hate that, but that is exactly what I'm seeing. Sailor, the artist, could be significant Sagittarius energy, Florida. Okay, so yeah, in terms of who it is being parasocial, sure-footedness and predestination. Sunlight dapples a forest floor, and from the shaded ferny depths, a white stag emerges. My deer pick card reading on YouTube is significant. Nearby, a shadowy figure pauses, and a bowstring draws back with the creek. The hunter is a patient person, capable of following their prey for days at a time, eyes always on the tracks before them. Okay. So by not looking up, they never appreciate the beauty of the forest around them, but that doesn't matter so long as they reach their quarry, right? Once again, people focusing on you. Okay. So, it's time to put your head down. These are people who are putting their head down and blocking out distractions. The forest may be beautiful, but stopping to admire the view won't get you any closer to your goal. I also feel as though people find you to be beautiful, but also are in competition with you. You know what I'm saying? To like reach a goal first. So you are the hunter right now. Your path is clear. Your prey is within sight. This is the people. No matter how tempting slowing down for a moment might seem, now is not the time. People are like racing the clock. That's what this is. People are like trying to maintain your focus and your determination, and folks are racing against the clock. Okay, who is this? Okay, someone could definitely have Sagittarius placements. Okay, someone could have a Sagittarius placement. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Who is this sending parasocial energy towards Jay? Who is sending parasocial energy towards Jay? Someone could speak Spanish with this judgment card. Okay, so this parasocial energy, this could definitely be somebody who is a bit like older. Okay, this is Aquarius energy, could be very, very significant here. Also, it feels like social media or people who kind of know you, like, well, we're talking about parasocially, but like people who kind of know you on like a social media platform, and they told me to stop pulling. The stop card came up. Okay, so yeah, when it comes down to these people, let me see. I keep hearing sailors say, close the door and open up to me. Okay. So yeah, people just want to know what you got going on. Okay. This parasocial, like that's what it is. It's people being curious and like wanting to know what you have going on. Okay. But it's like they feel like you're stubborn, or like that you don't budge, like you don't tell people what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what this queen in reverse. So partially they might think that you're a bitch. Okay. But also they feel like you're just very like determined. Okay. That you not budging on telling people your spiritual business makes them more interested in, okay? Probably the Haitian girl I keep blocking. When it comes down to the judgment card, okay, in reverse, it says inaction, inertia, and resistance to change, a hopeless attempt to fight the inevitable. So in terms of who these people are, okay, these are people who are resistant to some type of change, okay? And these people are really trying very hard to like figure out what's going on with you. Mind you, I wasn't supposed to read that in reverse, but I still feel it. Enlightenment, okay, and acceptance of oneself and one's achievements, standing ready for divine scrutiny, confident in the knowledge that one has lived a fair and just life. This card indicates both an end and a new beginning. It's also have to do with people who are getting used to you being like in a new ending. You know what I'm saying? Like something is ending for you. It can have to do with that job. Okay. And these people are trying to be parasocial and maybe like follow you on like social media, discovery pages, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. Okay. But yeah, I feel like people feel like, you know, this also came up for group 2. I feel like people feel like you don't like them. Okay. And in terms of these parasocial connections, anything else? Yeah, people feel like you're mystical, magical. They find it interesting that you are, like, they feel like you feel like things are predestined. You're very sure about what you say. You're very sure about what you feel, and it makes them think about their own shit as well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, look at that. They also find you to be the Queen of Cups in reverse, okay? Like private, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they feel like you're private in some type of way, all right? They don't know what you got going on, okay? But it's like people just, they want to be closer to you. They want to make plans. They want to travel. They want to do, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Oh, what card just fell on the floor? Yep, the Empress in reverse. Folks just want to know what you got going on, who you be with. They want to know your relationship business, okay? Some of this is romantic as well. Some of this is same sex. Yeah. And a lot of this also has to do with the eclipse energy going on. Yep. All these things having to do surrounding fame. You know what I mean? What is this? Four of Cups. Definitely people are not hip yet. They still don't know. They still don't know fully what you got going on. It's because you've held it down. You've kept your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You definitely kept your boundaries in terms of what you were supposed to be doing. I'm going to pull a card of advice for you. But yeah, these parasocial people are likely people that you are like working with. You know what I'm saying? Still trying to like be around you in regards to like social media. They still want to know. They still want to like, you know, like... They're like, how does she know that was going to happen? Like, maybe you predict stuff and they're like, ooh, you know, or how does she know I was going through that? You know what I'm saying? She said something about a full moon, you know what I'm saying? Hop off the internet immediately and did boost the ground journalism. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when it comes down to it, I definitely feel like also you could definitely like trigger people's mommy issues or mommy wounds in some type of way. People who are not used to having like a strong like woman figure in their life, that could also be very, very significant here as well. Okay. People are also trying to like, I say like beat you in terms of like your educational skills, but yeah, that too. So when it comes down to it, in regards to advice, what advice do you have for Jay in regards to these parasocial connections? What advice do you have for Jay in regards to these parasocial connections? Okay, let me see. Ooh. Perception. Okay, you're getting ready to have a shift in perception that is going to change everything. So something about these parasocial connections, you're going to see them differently. Okay, this could also have to do with group one. We were talking about like being like famous, okay, and people really having like a lot to say. Yeah, you have the magic touch. Okay, you're accessing true magic from deep within, Jay. Okay, and your spells, your spell work is going to change your perception of these people. Okay, or maybe even change their perception of you. This could also have to do with glamour magic working. Okay, your glamour magic could also be causing more parasocial relationships. When you awaken to the spiritual laws of the universe, okay, you begin to understand the invisible field of potential that is right at your fingertips. Okay, the key is to align with this energy through your intention and faith. Think of your intention and faith as the current of a river. It cannot carry you if you are trying to swim upstream. Once you stop trying to swim against the current and instead flow with it, magic happens, because you can't avoid people being parasocial with you. Okay, like, because there's something about you being seen by others. You know what I'm saying? My glamour really worked for abundance for me. That's real. I definitely feel as though like making it a transmutation ward. That's real. And even then, so now people are like, you know, they feel like they're in a race with you because you have all this abundance. You know what I'm saying? Someone could be 30. I feel as though it says, once you stop trying to swim against the current and instead flow with it, magic happens. The appearance of this card indicates that you're learning to flow and align with the universe, because there's a need for you to shift your perception about these people being parasocial with you, because you're somebody who's always going to call people's attention. You have access to magic all day, every day. Magic is a part of your divine nature. It is inside of you. This card shows up for you today because right now you have the Midas touch. You are accessing true magic from deep within, a well of infinite intelligence that can create magical events in your life. If you are currently in a situation that looks hopeless, expect sudden and rapid changes for the greater good of everyone involved, okay? So yeah, I definitely just feel like the way that you are set up and the way that like your magic is set up, I feel like you are supposed to serve as some type of inspiration to these people, okay? So, expect the best and you're going to receive it. Start new projects, change employment. We just talked about that. You're getting to a new job or enter into a new partnership. Now is the perfect time. Okay. And in terms of the questions at hand, what is your new intention for aligning with the flow and magic of the universe? Okay. Especially as other people are concerned. Okay. Also, Gemini season is going to be very, very significant for you. All right. But when it comes down to it, there are many different viewpoints through which you can see these parasocial people. Okay. When you practice seeing and understanding things from a higher perspective, you can let go of limiting ideas about what's possible for you. Your perception creates your reality. As you shift it, you also shift your reality. Is the glass half full or half empty? Is a mistake a failure or an opportunity? I feel like I said something about that in group 2, okay? Is a mistake a failure or an opportunity to learn and grow? You get to decide. You're getting ready to have a shift in perception that's going to change everything. Something has happened or will happen that will help you to see how your perception shapes your world. What you focus on and how you perceive things is what determines your reality and not the actual experiences themselves. As you learn to view things through a lens of beauty, you'll begin to notice more beauty in your life. Okay, so finding the beauty in the aspect of these people who are like fascinated by you, okay, and really using that, like you said, as a transmutation type of situation, using that to empower yourself even more. Okay, the same is true for seeing limitations in life. Once you view your world this way, you'll begin to see limitations everywhere. So once you see people being like parasocial with you as a limitation, it's only going to make it worse, because you're going to call energy towards yourself. You're going to call a lot of attention towards yourself, and people want to see what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? This card suggests that an event, situation, or epiphany is about to impact the way that you view life and the world in general, especially how you view these people. Remain open to new levels of awareness in regard to what you think or perceive about these parasocial people. Positive expectations will yield positive results. I feel like you could be influencing people positively. All right. And there's something about you needing to be that person. What are you focusing on most, and how is that influencing your perception? So what about these parasocial people are you focusing on the most, and how is that influencing your perception about how you see them? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pull a magic card for you before I move forward to Candace's question. But is there any magic that Jay can benefit from with this magic touch card? Is there any magic that she can benefit from at this moment in time? So yeah, you're meant to be that girl. People are going to be inspired by that girl. Okay. Zane novels could be significant. Well, that came up for group 3, hun. Okay. Partnered SEGGS magic. Okay. That could be significant, or even cleansing and clearing some of that off. Okay. Little road opener. Okay. But in reverse. All right. I definitely feel as though there could be somebody that was engaging in some sort of intimate magic like that could be kind of stopping some roads for, doing all that. But I definitely feel as though you could be protecting yourself from that type of magic. Okay. Or, cleansing yourself of it. Okay. Yeah. So, talk with spirit. Okay. Especially if there was something that you did with somebody else magically. Okay. But that's what I have for you, Jay. I sever the connection between mine and Jay's energy. Let's see. I feel like this is multiple people, so they didn't really give too many signs. I think it's like a group of people. It's kind of probably giving like coworkers. You know what I'm saying? Wanting to follow you still on social media. That's what it's giving. It's not giving like any like one person, but I do think that you should watch group 3 again for sure whenever I post this. The name Abdul could be significant as well. Paula Abdul. Okay, but I sever a connection between mine and Jay's. Guys, thank you so much. Candace, let me know. Candace is next up on my list. Currently, she's the last person on my list. If there's anybody else interested in getting a personal reading done here on live, y'all go ahead and let me know. Y'all be after Candace. Let me see what's going on. And then Candace, let me know what your question is, honey bun. Let's see. Yeah, you can ask a question if you want to, or it could just be whatever needs to come up. It's up to you. Let me see. Also, I'm going to pop right back in. I'll be right back. Let me see. Also, I'm going to pop right back in. I'll be right back. Oh, okay. I'm back. Let's see. Tapping in. I said connection between mine and Jay's. Guys, tapping in regards to Candace. No malefic spirits, no trickster spirits. Welcome in this space. Archangel Michael, Divine Archangel. I pray for very, very clear, accurate, and specific messages in regards to Candace. Just let me know what your question is, honey. But well, you don't have to have a question. I could just pull whatever spirit, wants to come up. But just let me know. And if anybody else is interested, y'all be after Candace. Let's see what's going on. Archangel Michael, Divine Archangel, please be here now for very, very clear, accurate, and specific messages for Candace. No malefic spirits, no trickster spirits, welcome in this space whatsoever. I pray for very clear, accurate, and specific messages. Okay. Let's see. And I know which deck I want to use too, so I'm going to put this one back. If I can find the bottom to it, that's the top. Okay. There we go. For one, Candace, I do feel like Scorpio energy could be very, very significant for you because I'm going to pull out my Scorpio deck. I do feel as though Spirit has been trying to help you out, okay, through something difficult that you have been going through. Okay, and I'm not sure if you sent your question. Sometimes they be filtering stuff, so just let me know if you tried to send it because it didn't come through. That do be happening sometimes. Okay, but yeah, I definitely feel as though you could be going through something right now. Okay. Okay, it just popped up. Are there energies in my love life I need to clear? Yes. Okay. Especially with what I just like was feeling just a second ago. Okay. Yeah, I do feel like your team is trying to help you through something going on in regards to like your love life. Okay. But I am gonna go ahead and go with my are there energies in my love life I need to clear? I'm going to go in with these karma cards, okay? I do feel as though you could be going through some like shifting and changing in regards to like, not just like your sexuality, okay? But maybe like thinking about past, sexual partners and encounters, if you've ever had any, okay? Or just kind of thinking about your relationship to like sex and sexuality as a whole could be a thing. Archangel Raphael, Divine Archangel of Love, please be here now for very, very clear, accurate messages. Oh, okay. So we have Mercury that came up, okay? Energies in your love life that you need to clear. Okay, I could definitely believe that there might be a need for you to watch for who it is that you communicate with. Okay, Mercury is currently in Leo. Okay, this could literally have to do with a Gemini, a Virgo, or a Leo placement person. Okay, emphasis on Leo because you also have South Node. Okay, so yes, there is absolutely energy that you need to kind of clear out in terms of your love life, particularly having to do with Gemini, Virgo, Leo energy. Okay, especially somebody that you used to communicate with, that you used to talk to. This could be like past folks, exes, okay, whatever the case may be. But yeah, there's a lack of awareness that you have. Okay, there's something that you either like. It's not that you don't know. I just feel like you're not like aware or like paying attention to how somebody really actually like is. Okay, many thoughts, anxiety about like a whole bunch of thoughts that you're having. Okay, whoever it is that you've been thinking about really, really deeply, or like somebody that plagues your mind, you might be thinking about somebody obsessively. Okay, like a past partner, a past fling, or past crush, whatever the case may be. Clear this motherfucker out your energy. Okay, with this South Node, this eclipse that we just had. Okay, the eclipse that we just had in Leo is 100% highlighting people's energy towards you. Okay, 100% highlighting like who you need to let go of, childish people, past partners, okay, people that you were not suitable to like, start a family with or create something new with, even if it's not a family, you know what I'm saying? It even could have been people who already had a family, but many words, okay, trouble coming from many words could be significant as well. I just feel like there's too much communicating with people from the past, okay, or too much referencing them, talking about them in your day-to-day life, okay, or even just like too much thinking, okay, that has been coming on. But just know that it has happened because of this Leo eclipse, okay, which is happening on the South Node, which is literally about like getting rid of like ego shit. Okay, I really feel like you there's something about the people that you date. There's like a trend in the people that you date, and they're very egoic, or like they talk themselves up. Okay, they're very like vain or selfish, or like people who just, you know what I'm saying, like childish in how they communicate. Very like, look at me, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like these are people that you used to communicate with. Okay, maybe people that you have been reconsidering their point or part of your life. Okay, now it's not the time to let your mind tell you, you know what I'm saying? Now's not the time to let your mind tell you like who you should be communicating with. Okay. Yeah, 1991 could be significant. The letter B is significant. Okay. We have Aquarius here. All right. So if I do it like this, like Mercury in Aquarius. Okay. If I do it like this with this Mercury and Aquarius card, the awareness of genius to experiment with, let me see if I want to pull a house card. Confirmation. Okay, that fifth house energy, you could have Mercury in the fifth, okay, or a fifth house South Node. Okay, you can have a South Node in Aquarius, okay, like myself. You can have Mercury in Aquarius, Mercury in the fifth, South in the fifth, whatever the case may be, an Aquarius fifth. But yeah, in terms of if there's some sort of energy in your love life that you need to clear, yes. Okay, especially holding on to conversations that people had with you, like replaying certain conversations in your head could be a problem for you. Okay, so the awareness of genius to experiment with the power of love. Okay, I feel like you could have felt like somebody was like the epitome of love, like way back when, or somebody that really was like meant for you, and that just like wasn't the case, and you kind of, you know, have had to force yourself to be honest and be real with yourself about like how somebody is, like how somebody interacted with you. Okay, but yeah, when it comes down to it, somebody is a childish communicator. Okay, and I strongly feel as though if there's energy you need to clear out, the awareness of genius to experiment with the power of love. Okay, something about having a time of experimentation in love. Okay, and letting go of the past. So many thoughts about the discoveries of investment gambles and other games. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you dated risky partners, or people who were like literally risky, or people who just like were not compatible with you like that. Many words resulting from the eccentricity of your creations. Okay, I feel like you may talk about these people too much, or to them too much. Communicate your vision with the trust of a child. Communicate your vision with the trust of a child. That also, like I said, there's like a childishness about how you're dating, a childishness about how you see, like you may be too trusting of people too quickly. Okay, especially if like you knew them from the past. Okay, but analyze what's new and different about fun, romance, and making art. So you have to, like, you're moving forward. This is you shifting and transforming the way that you see love. Okay, and like you're kind of, this is like maturing. This is growing up in how you communicate, how you date. You know what I'm saying? And like letting things be fun, but not letting yourself be naive. Okay, let your mind tell you how to use an unconventional way and do it dramatically. Okay, let your mind tell you how to use an unconventional way and do it dramatically. I definitely feel as though your mind could be trying to convince you that certain people are still supposed to be in your life. Okay, when it comes down to it, there will not be genius to experiment with the power of love. Okay. There will not be genius to experiment with the power of love. Okay. So they tell you like to stop taking certain like risks in regards to love and relationship just because somebody seems cool, like online or like social media, or what they could be, or somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like this could also have to do with like dealing with the people who are emotionally unattached, emotionally detached types of people. Okay, so anxiety about the discoveries of investment gambles and other games. Okay, so yeah, somebody could be playing. Okay, it's gonna be people who are like cheating on you. Okay, playing with you in some type of way, feeling anxious. Okay, trouble resulting from the eccentricity of your creations. You could have manifested somebody who is not meant for you. Okay, and I feel like that kind of brought a whole bunch of shit. Okay, that kind of brought some trouble. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you're being energetically kind of like forced to like cleanse and clear. Okay, that eclipse could definitely be cleansing and clearing for you. So remember your vision with the trust of a child. Okay, remember your vision with the trust of a child. Remember what it is that you're actually looking for, because I feel like there's people who cannot. I made a love spell with the wrong person. You know, with this, I feel like that could definitely be coming back into play. Okay, so you're having to like let go, receiving some sort of karma from however things happen. You know, so reconsider what's new and different about fun, romance, and making art. Okay, so now it's not the time to use an unconventional way and do it dramatically. So yeah, when it comes down to love, now is not the time to be doing any more like love-based magic. Okay, now it's not the time to use an unconventional way and do something dramatic. Okay. Yeah, this is about sticking to the book, kind of like making sure that you're good, making sure that you are taken care of in some type of way. Okay, so when it comes down to it, also water signs could be significant. The name Keem could be significant. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Emphasis on the Pisces and this Pisces eclipse. Okay, but yeah, when it comes down to the energies in your love life that you need to clear, the dentist could be significant. Okay. Someone that is from a different state than you could be significant. Okay. The name Katie could be significant. Kathy. Okay. Also like a cattiness. Okay. Especially if you like same sex. Okay. There could also be some sort of like cattiness or pettiness that you have with like your partners or something. Like I said, it's a childishness. Okay. In some type of way. And the card that fell, when it comes down to energies you need to clear, absolutely. The devil in reverse, okay? Capricorn energy is very, very significant. Saturn is retrograde. You could be learning a lot. You could be in your Saturn return, but you could be learning a lot right now in regards to love and relationships. The devil in reverse is literally about cleansing, clearing, and uncrossing yourself. Okay, so yeah, your spell backfired, okay? So, yes, you're about to be 27. Yeah, your spell backfired, okay? because the card, like my dice just fell off the side. Okay, I just asked if it did. Okay, and it is a 4 and a 2. So I will say that as of right now, you would definitely benefit from an uncrossing. This could be done at home. Okay, or if this is something that you are seeking help for, you can go ahead and message me. But yeah, this is definitely something that you could do yourself. Okay, but yeah, with that devil in reverse, okay, and that 4 of Pentacles, in terms of what you need to let go of, this is about you could still be, there could be a cord unintentionally like attached here. Okay, unintentionally. What am I looking for? Look at me. Whatever song that is has been playing in my head like this whole time. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I do think that things are a little confusing for you at this moment in time. Okay, so when it comes down to that devil energy, Capricorn vibes, the devil in reverse says breaking of an addiction, overcoming of a vice, or escape from a bad influence. Okay, so when it comes down to it, I do feel as though what you need to clear out is some sort of like addiction to somebody. Okay, a bad habit, escape from a bad influence, cleansing and clearing whatever happened. I do feel like there was a spell backfire here. I do believe that an uncrossing or a spell breaking could be very, very significant, or at least intensive cleansing. Okay, not gonna lie, but when it comes down to the 4 of Pentacles right here, it literally, I kid you not, Candace, that says as if by magic. Okay, as if by magic, this is a card of wealth, or at least a windfall. But be suspicious of materialism. Monetary gain at the expense of others may lead to emotional bankruptcy. Okay, or really any type of gain at the expense of somebody else may lead to emotional bankruptcy. And inheritance often involves a loss of a loved one. Greed or short-sightedness may mean a loss of all gain. So yeah, I feel like that could have been something that happened. You could have felt greedy or short-sighted in regards to this person. So take care not to lose sight of that which is truly important. Okay, so I just feel like you were kind of worried about the wrong thing, and I feel like instead they kind of want you to worry more about like emotional healing, especially if this was somebody who did not like you. Okay, I do feel like you are kind of going through some shit having to do with that. Okay, but anything else, what advice do you have for her in regards to cleansing and clearing out what's going on in terms of, yeah, unhealed? Something is still unhealed, or you're still unhealed, and the devil still came back up. But this is about breaking some sort of addiction, breaking their bad habits. Okay, yeah, it's my biggest advice to you. But when it comes down to the 6 of Swords, you're not past something. You could still be yearning after this person even, and I do think that there's a need for you to kind of get into a state of healing. It says still a card of travel, perhaps running away from an intolerable situation. Okay, so yeah, you could definitely be trying to like escape from something. Okay, you could be the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, or yeah, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so yeah, I do think that you are in a period of healing, and things could definitely get better around Capricorn season. Okay, but like December, January. Okay, but as of right now, I do think that Spirit is trying to help you through what happened. Okay, all you have to do is trust your intuition. It says I turned my walk-in closet into my daughter's first bedroom. That just came down on my lemon 8, so there could definitely be a need for you to cleanse your closet, clean your bedroom. Okay, or really like kind of shift the energy in your home. Okay, clean your home out and do what it is that you need to do. Okay, but yeah, your intuition is going to help you to get out of this. Okay, and it's going to help act as a form of protection. Okay, and also I just don't think that love is the vibe right now in general until this is cleared out. Okay, but yeah, definitely do your research. Okay, in regards to uncrossing. Okay, but that's what I have for you, Candace. This is my final call. If anybody's interested in getting a personal reading done here on live, readings are indeed $20 for a full reading. Okay, and there are $12 for an eclipse season reading. Okay, my list is open. I'm gonna pull one final card of advice for this collective before I hop up off of here. Okay, but thank y'all so much for hitting that thumbs up. Thank y'all for hitting that subscribe button. And commenting down below. Okay, tapping the screen if you're watching here. Okay. So let's see what's going on. What spell work can this collective benefit from? Okay. What work can the collective of people who will be tuning into this benefit from at this moment in time? Okay, so we'll do, especially Capricorns, because I just hurts seeing the word cap at the top. Okay, to release rituals. Okay, this is in reverse, so maybe it's really needed. Okay, release rituals by water. Okay, so you could be doing a release ritual in a body of water, a release ritual in the tub, the shower. Okay, yeah, releasing stuff, speaking stuff into the ocean, speaking stuff into a body of water safely. Okay, but looking up how to use water in releasing. Okay, so yeah, that is indeed what I have for this collective. If there's somebody else interested in getting on the list, I'm finna hop up off of here, but I very much so fucks with y'all.